March the 27th, 2025. The holy day that marked the completion of Emily Wants to Play 2. A playthrough that saw this triumphant trio survive several hours of puzzles, games, and a lot of scares as they returned to the playhouse of their nightmares. A playthrough that saw our heroes bond like never before, whilst getting by with a little help from their friends. Everything that went down is shown in this video right here. So sit back, grab a friend or two, grab some popcorn, try not to throw it at the screen, and enjoy this amazingly spectacular supercut of the Emily Wants to Play 2 series.
Well, this is certainly something. We've got a whole interactive menu and all to welcome us to the game. Emily's clearly worked hard on making upgrades to her little playhouse. I can't wait to see what amazing adventures are in store for us next. So, what do you guys think?
Shut up!
Please,
Shut
for
the
your
hell
own
up
sake,
now.
shut
I don't
your
want to
mouth.
hear your bullshit. Why the hell am I back here playing this piece of crap again?
You conniving little fiend. You said that we would be doing a Pokemon Fire Red Nuzlocke.
Yeah, well, about that.
Hold up, what? She told me that we were playing Sonic X Shadow Generations. Just who in the name of all darkness do you think you are?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I'm Cozy Glow for starters.
Don't be getting cheeky.
Also, you should know very well that this PC is not running Sonic X Shadow Generations without blowing up. And I don't even know what a Nuzlocke is, so alas, here we are.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how painful would you like your demise to be?
I will gladly send you back to the stone pillar that you once came from.
Well, golly, if I knew it was that time of the month for you moody dopies, then I would have left this for a different day. Look, it's been a while since we've done something together, and I miss gaming with you guys. We got along so well the first time, and I feel like we have the potential to bond even more. And what better way to do it than the game of our nightmares, right? If you really want, I'll do all the playing through. That way you don't have to worry about torturing yourselves again, okay?
Huh. Alright, fine. You have us here anyways. And I'd be disappointed in myself if I were to chicken out now.
Just start up the torture chamber already. I have lost the energy to care about what BS might come out of the next game that I play.
And there's our first obstacle overcome already. Great sign for things to come. Looks like we must have come back from a Pinkie Pie fiesta.
Did the fiesta take place in this lowlife's house? Clean up after yourself, you idiot. It's not that hard.
If we're done talking about Ford Fiestas, then can we finally shift our attention to the absolute monstrosity on the wall?
Ugh, it's hideous!
What in the great name of Arcus is that supposed to be? What kind of person just casually hangs that shit in their house?
He must have gone insano after the events of the first game. To think that that could have been us.
That one might be even worse.
That all depends on if we even are the same guy from before.
Well, one thing's for sure. We are clearly plumb tuckered out from this party. And the bed calls out to us.
I take back what I said before. This party definitely took place in his house.
You almost gotta ask yourself if the most insane one here is him, or the people who actually decided to stay after seeing the hellspawn printed on the walls.
Zero clue on what that sound was, but I'm just gonna ignore it for now.
And so begins the haunting of Emily Manor.
That voice better not be who I think it is.
There's probably a sum of new characters in this game, so I'd like to think that it's someone else.
As long as we don't see that insolent devilish creature again, its name shall remain unmentioned.
Wait, why is it 3 a.m.?
Now that's how you know some paranormal shit is about to go down.
Turn that buzzer off, please. But what I mean is, how can it possibly be 3 a.m. now if our character fell asleep at 6 a.m.?
Because he fell asleep for 21 hours, maybe? No need to feel ashamed. I know maths is not really everybody's strong suit.
Whatever. I just find the time shift quite peculiar.
Can't be as peculiar as you just taking that insult. Come on, where's the signature Sabrina clapback at?
Not everything warrants a reaction.
My good sir, I don't think you're the only one here that needs showering.
Just look at the state of that thing. There is nothing in this omniverse saving it from that condition.
That might actually be the ugliest doll in existence, with all due disrespect. You just know that it reeks of dead bugs and wasted food.
Looking at the size of it and considering that there was just a house party full of degenerate maniacs in here? Yeah, I'm just gonna stop right there.
I hate the sense of sight sometimes.
Well, I guess it's dishwashing time now.
I am quite the fan of the transition from a hell simulator to a household chore simulator.
With us washing dishes, it might as well still be a hell simulator. Only the worst household chore of all of them. The absolute worst, I tell ya. Precious time of my life wasted on washing like 1 billion plates. Sometimes you gotta wonder where so many came from. And all that icky food getting stuck on my hooves? Ugh, disgusting.
Easy solution, get a dishwasher. No easy solution for cleaning the bathroom, the dirtiest room in the whole entire house. If you exclude the pubescent male's bedroom.
Being fast enough to clean up the whole house in just a matter of seconds keeps me from relating to you mortals. On a side note, dishwashing can be a nuisance. Especially when the food stains won't fucking come off.
Tell me about it. Worst feeling in the world.
Look who's back, everybody.
Chester looking dapper as usual.
Gotta love the sudden darkness too. Now that's my type of setting.
Foolishly overused
Stupid laugh.
Doesn't sound too familiar, though. I wonder who
What?
it could be.
Oh my
This
fucking God,
abomination
it's
is
Kiki!
back.
Let me at
You
her!
ugly,
Let me at
fat,
her right
shameless,
now!
histrionic
Kill
life,
yourself, you
destroying
pathetic
soul-crushing
creature!
shithead. You do not belong here. Perish right now.
In the deepest, darkest, hottest pit of hell, Kiki!
Is it gone?
It better be gone.
Did someone just fall down the fucking stairs?
Oh, good heavens! Is everything all right in here?
Are you all right, Alice? It sounded like you fell down 20 rabbit holes or something.
Well, after a fall like that, I really do think nothing of tumbling down the stairs, especially since it seemed as though you guys were in danger.
Thanks for your concern. We are doing just fine. At least now we are.
This game just put us in a headlock for a brief moment.
Ooh, now I'm curious to know just how a game like this could provoke such powerful emotions.
Well, why don't you join us for a bit and you can find out for yourself?
Oh no, I mustn't. I wouldn't want to interrupt you guys. Plus, I'm keeping myself very good company right now.
You were playing a 7-player card game with yourself. We will not allow you to rot in loneliness anymore.
Join us and experience the wonders that come with being trapped in Emily's playhouse.
Well, if you say so, then awesome. I can't wait to meet her. Oh my, isn't this a lovely tune? Oh, it stopped.
Good thinking, Cozy. That music box is bad news.
What music box isn't?
Hey, I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling hyped up. Seeing Kiki again just reminded me of how much I want to pummel her.
Ditto for me. Nothing will give me more satisfaction than seeing that bitch suffer again after we wipe the floor with this game.
Hex yeah! That's the spirit. I knew you guys' toxic gamer mentalities would pull through eventually. I've got the car keys, troops. We're all set to go.
Lead the way, Kozer.
If there ever was a perfect time to put this game series to bed, it's now. Emily, Kiki, Chester, Tatters, all the other bozos, you are messing with the wrong— Wait, what is she doing here?
What?
Is that Emily over there?
It is Emily. Why is she just standing outside there?
Why the fuck do we need a keycard to leave our own fucking house? Who's the genius that came up with that bright idea?
I don't know and I don't care. But all I can say now is hold on tight, troops. This may be where the chaos starts. Of course I have to fix the fuse box before progressing through the game.
As if the keycarded door wasn't bad enough, we now have faulty electricity.
What in the name of fuck? Ah!
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the finest example of the Darwizzy theory you'll see all year.
Some things never change. And Cozy Glow will forever be on bad terms with natural selection.
Oh, shut up, you know-it-alls. If your survival instincts are so good, then I'd like to see you try and get through the game.
Well, it is my turn next. And trust that I won't be freezing like the average horror movie character.
Can't wait to see you fail miserably.
Pray on my downfall and expect nothing but big nope.
Huh?
Oh, no way you are actually still a scaredy cat.
It is just a clown, Sabrina. Even a tiny little kid like me ain't
Shut
scared.
up, you manipulative psychopath.
Hey, watch
Tiny
it!
little kid, my ass.
Ooh.
You are 14 years of age and calling yourself a tiny little kid to make me look bad. How shameless and imbecilic of you.
Now that's a crash out if I've ever seen one.
Nopium at its finest.
I must ask, does she usually get like this?
Not up until recently. Ever Every now and then she'll just go cuckoo on us.
Quit sticking your nose where it does not belong and go back to sitting in silence, privileged little princess.
Jeez.
Well, I never! How rude of you! One simply does not get more privileged than inheriting literal superpowers at birth.
Well, one also simply does not expect the pawn of spades to be able to grasp the simple concept of an actual rough childhood.
Seriously?
Why waste my time on you anymore?
relax?
And what's a rough childhood to you, then? Becoming evil at your own accord.
All right, settle down now,
Committing
girls.
dastardly acts towards innocent lives and facing zero consequences for it.
Golly, it ain't that deep
I should
anymore.
wonder why anyone would sympathize with you.
Gee, have you always been this brazen, or are you overdue your meds again?
I beg your pardon?
Right, that's it.
No, just let them be, Cozy. Trust me.
You may as well send yourself to the other side. Either way, there's nothing beating in there, you heartless, villainous, heinous, pompous, fat... Oh, goodness, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to say all of that. Please forgive me if I hurt your feelings.
Do not try and sugarcoat it, Alice. You may not have meant to say it, but you still meant everything you said. The problem is, you weren't lying. About any of it. As out of line as it may have been, it's a harsh truth that I just wasn't prepared to hear.
I do wish it hadn't come out in the manner that it did, however. I suppose my anger still sometimes gets the better of me. That's one of the main reasons why I prefer to sit in silence and get lost in my own thoughts.
Understandable. I apologize for insecurely attacking you. Truth is, I haven't been myself lately, and it's all just because of a video game. How shameful of me. But either way, I never should have insulted you the way that I did.
All is forgiven, and I never should have told you to unalive yourself. That was very unlike me. I hope we can stay on good terms now.
I'd love for that too.
Okay. What the heck was that entire sequence?
I told you, just sit back and let the two responsible young adults complete and solve their own dispute.
Sabrina and responsible in the same sentence just doesn't go.
Well, what about this? Sabrina will be responsible for Cozy Glow's long and painful demise if she doesn't put a muzzle on it.
How the heck do you just flip your switch like ah!
Such a curious-looking creature.
What does the game expect me to do in pitch-black darkness?
I don't know. Maybe get a flashlight? Survival 101. Looks like natural selection takes more than just the young Pegasus as its victim.
Shut up, imbecile.
Cozy Glow was right once again.
Catfight number 2 out of the way. Do any of you girls have any idea on how to actually get out of this house?
Through the door, maybe?
Whoop-de-doo. We got a smart aleck over here.
Or a smart Alice.
I think smartass will do just fine.
Without the A word, then yes.
Anyways, in all seriousness, do any of you girls know how to progress through the game?
Nope.
Not a clue.
Haven't a Scooby-Doo.
Expected as much.
Excuse me?
All the better for me. I get to school you all on how to get through the easiest part of the game, so take notes.
How about you focus on...
Hey! No talking out of turn in class.
And so returns that god-awful god complex that we missed so very much.
It only ever seems to increase as the days go by.
Well, it was the year of shadow just yesteryear. You must have been absolutely buzzing to bits.
Now that right there is the understatement of the millennium.
Facts!
2024 was only the greatest thing to have ever happened.
Preach it.
Not just to the Sega franchise, but to existence itself. Greatness, greatness, and more greatness. Perhaps the saddest part of it all is that it eventually ended.
It's really nice to see how the past year has put you in the highest of spirits. Pray tell, what was your favorite part of it all?
For sure it has
Did
to
Brody
be—
just use pray tell in a sentence?
Do not interrupt me! But yeah, for sure, it's gotta be the movie and the new game. The movie was a fantastic watch all round. And while I haven't played the game myself, I've seen a playthrough of it, and it's nothing but peak. The visuals, the gameplay, the story, Gerald, Maria, myself, the wretched Black Doom, everything is done to perfection.
I can't lie, the movie really shocked me. It was so good. Especially
No, shut up. Do not spoil anything. I haven't seen it yet.
What the heck have you been doing all this time, then?
Probably what us nonchalant, edgy, and powerful beings always do. Isolating herself from society.
And right you are.
Well, while I wouldn't put myself in that same category, I too am prone to doing such a thing on occasion.
Welcome to the club. You'd still fit right in.
As long as you don't do it as much as we do, then all is fine. 20 side conversations later and we're still nowhere near progressing through the game.
Might as well just start talking about quantum physics or something.
Wait. We're going about this all wrong. Die for a second, Shadow. Okay, that came out terribly. I mean, try find a way to reset the current state of the game.
Hey, I'm not stopping until that happens.
3 strikes and we're out.
That's good. Now we can approach the game from a different perspective.
Wait, did you only tell me to lose just so that you could have your turn?
Oh, what? It's my turn. Wow, I never knew that. How nice of you guys.
There's no way you
Anyways, enough with the phrase, my subjects. There's a puzzle that needs to be solved.
Didn't know we were playing with the Queen of Hearts now.
Which only means it's about to be unfair game for these wretched creatures of the night.
Apologies for my sudden outburst. Now allow me to explain. During the climax of Shadow's turn, I saw that the fuse box had broken again, despite him fixing it earlier. Which can only mean that following the basic instructions is no good. We need to think outside the box on this one.
All right, I'm following you.
I don't suppose any of you have noticed anything queer about this house.
Wait, the hallway with the door that Emily stands outside. It wasn't there at the start of the game.
Then thither we shall venture forth.
Good eye on you, Cozy. I hadn't noticed that they'd added a completely new area in the house.
If this game is going to be more puzzle solving and less RNG bullshit, then I'll have no complaints.
Now just to find context clues.
The clock's on the wall! Jinx!
It shows 1 o'clock, whereas we woke up at 3. Quite suspicious.
Very suspicious.
1 a.m. shouldn't be lasting forever. It has to mean something.
Well then, it's time to turn back and find out what it is.
Some Blue's Clues type shit right here.
Harper Quaver is typing.
What a wonderful show Blue's Clues was.
The whiteboard says let her in. Looks like we might actually have to comply this time.
In which case we'll need to find a key card.
Showering can wait, buddy. We have more important things to tend to.
Those frames are very peculiarly placed. Do you reckon it could be them hiding the key card?
Already tried pressing them on my turn. Try the other frames to the side of them.
Those frames had dice in them.
Each die must correspond to a certain hour.
And if we click on the number 1? Yes.
Bingo!
And there it is.
Oh no! We finally
Now
found our
this
ticket
beautiful
out of
key
here.
card is
The
glory.
poor picture frame. It must have really hurt itself.
Hey, that picture frame was keeping us from progressing through the game. So leave the sympathizing for later and let's get out of here.
Righty-ho, Cozy Glow.
Freedom is finally upon us.
Unless Emily is here to ruin it.
I'm remaining a bit cautious. And that's
There we
exactly
go.
why.
Turn
Time to
around
iggle
now,
our
Alice.
pickles and run for our lives.
Run already!
Fool! What does it look like I'm doing right now?
Wait, the alarm clock again?
It's still fucking 3 a.m.? What was the point of all of that?
And look at that. It was a dream the entire time.
Great. Just as I try to escape my problems, they still come back to me with vengeance in a video game.
Just for clarity, this is real life that you are currently experiencing.
Don't be insensitive.
What? I'm just trying to be nice and let our guest over here know that her mind is in the right place.
Oh, it's quite all right. She meant no harm. I've become more and more comfortable with talking about my condition over the past few months, and it does seem to be getting much better each day. Hopefully I can achieve full recovery in the near future.
Hold on. But full recovery means no more Wonderland, right? Doesn't that ever make you worried at all?
At times, yes. Nowadays, I very seldom go there. Before a few weeks ago, it was about 3 years since, but Wonderland has always been a major part of my childhood. The nostalgia it brings is overbearing, but it's also the very reason why my condition won't go away.
Either way, it's good to know that your road to recovery is in your control. You don't require something as far-fetched as a smoke bomb blowing up in your face to complete it.
Yes, nothing too obscure, of course. But perhaps the most challenging part of it all is knowing that eventually I have to move on from it all. I'll never be able to visit the place again, nor will I be able to see all the wonderfully curious creatures that come with it. The thought of it is honestly terrifying.
I'll tell you this now. No matter the circumstances, moving on is never easy, especially if it's to do with something you hold so dearly in life. Sometimes, it can even bring out the very worst in you. That is, if you let it.
I see. And how would one go about not letting it bring out the very worst in them? I really don't want to hurt anybody, myself included.
Truth is, you can never know for sure how you'll be affected. At least from my experience. Everyone is different. But one thing's for sure, you never have to go through it alone. Those around you who you can trust will make the journey a hell of a lot easier. And I trust that your good heart and brave nature will aid in pushing you through it no problem.
Wow, that means so much coming from you, Shadow. I honestly don't know how I can thank you.
Start off by getting yourself to full recovery at any cost.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, and once you're more comfortable, you can finally start gaming with us properly.
Yes, that too.
Well, after all, I can't have too many victims in my Mario Kart penitentiary.
And the Mario Kart slut is back at it again.
Her switch is flipped again.
Whose fault is it that I'm the best apart from my own?
Oh, how strange. I thought it was Lyra and Minuet who were the best.
What?
When did you come into the picture,
I hope
huh?
my hearing
Fucking tell her,
receptors are
Alice.
functioning
I'm only
incorrectly.
saying what I've
Such
seen.
words of
I'm
treason.
only
This is what
saying what
happens
I've
when you
seen.
fraud your way through life for so long.
And I know I'm not hearing it from Mr. I can't win a game of FIFA against prissy
Way
little
to bring up an
ponies.
event that
You
happened a
bring up
billion
something
years
that
ago.
happened in
A psychic that
2024,
lives in
then
the
expect
past.
the same
Pathetic.
sentiment.
Time to leave the
Until
house.
you're
It's just
actually
me,
seen winning a
Shadow.
game.
This is why I will
Stay
forever be
humble,
the most
Zurk-looking
powerful being
ass.
ever and the ultimate life form.
Well, that was fun.
We're delivering sandwiches now.
Yawn, yawn,
Of course.
fucking
Why
yawn.
do we
Why is
always
everyone
get
in this
stuck with
universe
the most
stupid?
cliche shit in the world?
You guys needn't to up your blood pressure over a piece of text. The main part of the game awaits you now.
Right you are about that. But we'll save it for a different day. Took long enough just to leave the house.
Lady Arisu, Yoichi, thank you for helping us get through the start of the game. I will forever be welcome to having you around in life.
We made such a great team. Hope to play with you again soon.
Thank you, my friends. Today was a very fruitful and fulfilling experience for us all. I wish nothing but the best of luck in your quest to defeat Emily once again. In the meantime, I'm gonna head back to my cards upstairs.
Hey, I don't suppose your game of cards has room for one more?
Oh, why of course it does. I'll be happy to let you join. But do be warned, I am an expert.
Yeah, sure, I'll just see for myself.
Don't start without me. I'm coming soon too.
No problem. We'll be waiting.
Golly, that's Shadow the Hedgehog, the hater of all humanity?
He has become much better at not throwing a cold shoulder to every human he meets. But this? He has never warmed up to anyone this quickly, for as long as I've known about him at least.
You're right. Maybe the year of Shadow has made him turn over a new leaf.
Well, I have my own reasons as to why I think he warmed up to Alice in particular. But alas, speculation remains speculation.
I'd love to do this thing with a guest every part, or at least in the difficult ones. Don't want a repeat of last game.
Well, whatever we end up doing, we'll definitely be ready. Emily wants to play too. Here we come.
At last doth our hiatus concludeth. Only the treacherous door of doom lieseth between us and the residence of the undead young girl who desires to engage in the playing of games with ourselves.
Incredible.
Well, thanks, Sabrina.
Disgraceful Victorian impression aside,
Hey!
be sure to let Emily know that this time we are not here to play.
You know the drill, Cozy. Get us inside and let us destroy these abominations from the toy factory once again.
Music to my ears! And without further ado, here goes nothing.
Anyone here?
What is that strange noise?
I'll tell you what it is. A big note.
What the hell is Chet? Oh, I guess we're leaving the house now.
Cozy Glow, what the hell are you doing?
It's called survival instincts, which I clearly have none of. So to prove you know-it-all's wrong, I've decided to take the best course of action in every situation presented in this game, starting with leaving the blatantly cursed building.
Why only now do you decide to try and develop your cerebrum?
And better yet, why's the screen frozen?
It looks like I might have crashed the... Wait, what the heck is going on?
Who the hell is typing?
Is this supposed to be happening? What the f***? No, seriously, what the f***? How the hell did we get here?
Where even is here?
No way my so-called crappy survival instincts led us to an Easter egg. Ha! How about them, apples?
Bro, I am so confused on how you managed to get that at the start of the game.
Looks like it's a whole news article.
The central evidence building burned to the ground this morning. The security guard on duty is also missing and may have died in the fire. The only lead so far is a young sandwich Yeah, fuck it, I ain't reading all that.
Good thing I'm a fast reader. It seems like you got a secret ending where we actually saved ourselves.
Did you really just unintentionally complete the game prematurely?
Probably not. If anything, it'll just send us straight back to the door to actually play the game now. Bro, what? And hitherto, we hath not any knowledge on the troubles that await us as our adventure. You know what? Screw the whole grand speech gimmick. I just want to play now.
Look at how much time we've wasted already.
Hope you're happy with yourself now, Cozy.
Why wouldn't I be happy with myself when I just... When I just beat the natural selection allegations, all the while getting a secret to the game without any research.
Major stroke of beginner's luck is what I call it.
Call it whatever you want, little Miss Copenhagen, but the truth is right in front of your eyes.
Well, if that's what the truth looks like, then call me Pinocchio.
Or Lila Rossi.
Or Cozy Glow. Of the past, that is. Well, I'm glad that whole little sequence is over. Now we can work on getting the zero survival instincts ending.
Seriously, what is up with common-minded humans and creatures dwelling on such little achievements for so long?
This is your way of thinking? No wonder you're so emotionless and miserable all the time.
I think she's just traumatized by blue toothpaste horse rambling on like a broken record about her Mario Kart victory against her.
And if that was not bad enough,
Key card!
my mortal enemy Lyra Heartstrings has started doing the same. It is just a game. Calm down.
If it really is just a game, then why are you yourself getting all moody about it?
My point is, as much as it makes sense to only celebrate major groundbreaking achievements, it's also just as important to celebrate the little things in life. I mean, it's what usually keeps us going. So don't shy away from putting a little bit of try in that oomph. And celebrate your little achievements like they mean the world to you.
Damn, now that's a winner's speech if I've
let's
ever heard
fucking
one.
Go, baby.
Cozy Glow for president. No wonder you once had an entire nation at your mercy.
Aunt Cozy still gots it.
Well then, if this form of self-commendation is as good as you make it out to be, and even Shadow practices it, then I guess I cannot be closed-minded about it. Wouldn't hurt to give it a try.
Wow, I can't believe how crazy my influence is. Maybe I should run for president!
It's like we forget that we're playing a game sometimes.
Well, there goes my turn.
And a turn well wasted it was.
A turn well wasted? Need I remind you of all the feats that I achieved in the past few minutes again?
I do not need a reminder, thank you very much.
Nah, I think you actually do.
No, I
Let's
do
see.
not.
There was
Do you not
the time where I
understand
showed
plain
my
and simple
pro
English
skills
now?
level survival
Do you want me to start
instincts and got
speaking
us a
Japanese
secret
to you?
ending?
Nihongo de
And there was the
hanashihajimete
time
mo
where I
ii
got
desu
us the
ka?
key
Kore de
card which
jubun
led us
desu
to
ka?
the room we're currently in now.
This little doll just wants her mama, and you fools are out here squabbling in several dialects.
She does not want her mama. She wants to kill us, Shadow.
I don't see why she can't have both.
Well, she can't have both. Because her actual mother probably wants her burnt ass dead. And with me playing, I will not allow myself to succumb to her dreadful dirty hands.
Looks like you've hurt her pathetic little feelings.
Good, I want her to be upset.
Lol, she ain't even want you, lil bro. She basically just said that you aren't even worth her time. Crazy as hell.
Don't try and twist it. That little rascal simply just went to her room to think about what she's done.
And here I am thinking about why she didn't even bother to attack us.
Because Sabrina's a Mary Sue. She'll always get away with everything so long as the game prompts her to.
Already racking up the excuses for when I beat this hour, I see.
How much longer until we find this damn keycard?
There she
Oh,
is.
golly!
Oh,
What?
shoot, right out of nowhere.
I told you she's a Mary Sue. Why the hell didn't the doll just
Wait,
kill her back
I
there?
think I've decoded the bitch.
Here she comes again.
Oh, we're going
Run!
backwards up in this bitch, Tomater style.
She's not moving.
Is she out of breath or something?
She's fucking blind.
Oh.
She only knows where we are if we're sprinting. You idiots, we're too fucking stupid and blind to see
Excuse
it.
the fuck out of
Oh,
me.
the irony. I am the greatest and all-powerful Sabrina, baby. Cozy, your advice was terrible. I do not feel any sense of achievement from this self-praise.
That's because you didn't do it right, you dopey. It was about 40% ego trip and 60% shitting on us.
But I thought the whole point was to make myself feel good.
If you have to put others down just to feel good about yourself, then you are weak beyond belief.
It is about glorifying the thing that you have achieved in order to make yourself feel good. You just took the whole formula and Sabrina-fied it.
Think less like a toxic gamer and more like a human. Maybe that'll help.
Got it. Less like a toxic gamer, and more like a human being.
And there is the key card.
There it is.
Yes,
At long
good going,
last.
Sabrina.
Oh my fucking god, the glorious key card has been found. This is what will pay my unholy bills. Put food on my table, water in the cups. Yes, nothing will ever trump this aura of triumph that I feel. Let us go, baby.
And my current feeling is just the same as before.
You're overthinking it, Sabrina. Just bask in the glory.
Don't think, feel.
Do not think, just feel.
Exactly.
Feel how good
That's
it will be
right.
to make some more progress.
I see you're getting there.
There's the door.
Open
Get
that
us
damn
through.
door.
We're
There we
through.
go.
The
We
clock
made
strikes
it.
9.
So it does.
The hour of glory.
That's right.
The achievement of breezing through the first wretched hour.
Preach that
The
shit.
sense of
You
completion.
certainly got it now.
And the reward of progress.
Triumph!
Triumph, 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 triumph.
Ooh, what is this nice emotion that I feel?
Happiness, Sabrina. It's called happiness.
Pure happiness, to be exact. A sense of joy obtained from something good and not from the expense of others or from a source of negativity.
No wonder it felt so foreign. For once, I actually celebrated something with a smile on my face, rather than an expression of pure nothingness. Although it aches my jaw, it is still a great feeling nonetheless.
That sounds incredibly sad, but I'm still really happy for you. From this point on, your life will be great.
The world is not ready for the power that a happy Sabrina holds. You might even come close to being half as powerful as me.
Oh, Shadow, I do love your humor sometimes. And triumph. I really like that word. I could do with using it more often.
Well, that sure looks like fun. Oh, you're just waltzing straight in, I guess.
Darwizzy's theory at full display once again.
Oh no,
Oh, it's
not that
fucking
fucking
Kiki
laugh
again.
again.
Kill her now.
That
Piece
bitch
of
is here.
scum.
Holy shit, I might tweak. Fuck it, I'm retrying this shit. They didn't give me a flashlight.
Can't do that, Sabrina.
Just hand me the keyboard and let me take care of business from here.
Fair enough then. I think my work for today is already done.
And looks like Shadow just waltzes straight in,
I
too.
can see that fucking bitch. Let me blast her to smithereens.
Or maybe a different time.
Well, would you look at that?
What?
The flashlight was just a turn away.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Is that a bad thing?
It means that I just gave up my turn for no good reason at all. Why couldn't I just fucking turn?
Hey, that's just a you problem. And I'm guessing that I should probably run now.
Ah, shit!
Bro, what the?
And it must be a you problem that you don't even fucking move in the face of pure danger.
I tried to fucking move, but the damn keyboard didn't even respond.
Worst excuse of all time. Hand over that keyboard to the more intelligent creature over there, bitch.
How nonsensically inconsiderate of you, resorting to reducing Cozy Glow to a mere creature instead of actually
Hey, I ain't
using her
involved in
name.
this
Will we play a game of Twister after this? You seem to be a grand master at the art of twisting shit.
I'll happily
like my
twist
own
your
words.
spine inside out
And
if
all
you
this
don't pipe
useless
down.
self-defense
You won't
is over
even
your
notice
lack
you're
of
doomed
critical
because it'll be
thinking to
that
hit the move
fast.
buttons on the fucking keyboard.
Shut up,
the hell up,
you
you
annoying
please
little
just
shit!
kill yourself!
Don't ever talk to me again. I should have known that you were an Electro Dragon spammer.
Says the prissy little pony who can't get a 3-star without being donated a fucking siege machine.
Baby Dragon is king.
Shut up. You've said that like a billion times now.
Well, aren't we doing just splendid?
I think this is a good checkpoint for now. It's only the first part after
My
all.
ass, it's a good checkpoint. Need I remind you that I didn't get a proper turn in this room? Give me the fucking keyboard and let me grill.
Oh, please, the only thing you are about to grill is your credibility.
Save yourself the embarrassment, Sabrina. You're just gonna die humiliatingly.
I am not gonna die humiliatingly.
I am not gonna die humiliatingly.
I am not gonna die humiliatingly.
I am not
Oh,
gonna
shut
die
the hell up!
humiliatingly.
Shut up the heck up the hell
Not
up!
gonna die humiliatingly.
You absolute fool!
Idiot!
You just had to add on to our death count so needlessly, huh?
We could have ended the session back there and then, but no! You just had to take your turn, and now you look like a dum-dum.
Not the wisest move by me. Maybe it is a good time to end it.
Wow, you don't say.
We are definitely gonna start getting others to help from here on out. better now while our sanities are still intact than later when they're not.
I agree, this game seems a lot bigger so far, but it's definitely there for the taking.
As long as we refrain from making silly mistakes
Who
again,
the heck is we?
and we work well with our guests, we shall triumph!
Hey guys, get a load of this piece of shit. You scummy, filthy, worthless, and pathetic pile of nothingness. Why are you even uglier than
Excuse
before?
me, who do you think you are?
Nobody
You're
likes
lucky I
you.
don't come through the screen and blast your alien-looking ass to ashes.
That was a great feeling. I'm glad I did that.
The greatest watch of 2025 so far. Getting our own over this wretched fiend.
I will never forgive her for the pain and suffering that she caused us.
Oh boy, what have I gotten myself into? Thanks again for letting me play with you guys today.
No problem. Don't mention it.
I know it's gonna be great with you here, Eleanor.
As long as you keep your mouth clean for once, then maybe we can get somewhere.
Whatever you say, miss, who says I'm not gonna let her hit.
You already know what you're doing?
Oh, I did a bit of practicing of my own before coming over here. And after analyzing you guys' failures, I think I got what it takes to pull through.
Might be setting yourself up, but I admire the boldness.
I'll get a teddy bear ready for when you get scared.
Geez, you seem very verbal for someone who's afraid of clowns.
That's the fella we have to deal with today.
He's already running away from me, so I guess that's a good sign. Nope! Fuck that shit, dog!
What in the hell was
Eleanor,
that?
you coward! Get your fiery ass back on this chair now.
What? I looked away for like 1 second. Why are we on the desktop?
I'll tell you why. Turns out that our guest over here is a pussy cat.
Mind you, I've seen cats way less shameful than that. For goodness sake, where the hell is your dignity?
Hey! Don't fucking come at me like that bitch didn't just run full speed on my ass! You're lucky I don't knock down this entire crib after this.
Well, I sure wasn't expecting this.
I don't care what she says. She's playing again after she finishes throwing her fit.
I take back what I said. It's gonna be awesome with Eleanor around.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna beat around the bush with you guys. I fucking hate horror games.
Extremely hard to tell.
Shut it, shorty!
There's hating horror games. And then there's just straight up being a bitch, though.
And who am I to disagree with you? I can't even play through Slender without jumping out the window. So pardon me for getting worked up over facing his jacked-up cousin.
I saw a comment on the previous part that told us to just use our flashlight to get rid of him.
Well, lo and behold, it doesn't work.
Of course it does, silly. Look, just walk up to him with your
Cozy,
flashlight.
what are you doing?
See? Just like that.
That simple, huh?
Would have been nice to know before I made a fool out of myself.
So, he just goes inside us? This game is really testing me now.
Look, if it makes you feel better, I too get a bit scared from playing this game!
At least Cozy finally has someone else to get jump scared with.
Okay, I'll admit that one wasn't so bad.
Yeah, it helps when you play the game while leaning your head 20 feet away from the screen.
Me when I lie for real.
3 witnesses say otherwise.
Who cares? All the viewers are gonna see our floating PNGs of our heads anyways.
Cozy Glow's time to shine!
We're still looking for a key card, correct?
Yup. And in this dark area, it's definitely gonna take a while.
Well, if that's the case, then go on ahead, Eleanor. Tell me more about the experience of being scared of horror games.
Fucking hell no pony's ever gonna let this down, are they? Like, how am I supposed to help it? My heart rate just shoots to unthinkably high levels every time. And I mean every flipping time I'm posed with a horror game to play.
Issues of the skill. Cannot relate.
Didn't expect you to. After all, how can you experience any sort of heart rate when you're a heartless piece of shit?
Where does a bold claim such as this come from?
You made Alice cry. Alice, of all people, how the hell do you even stoop to such low levels of scum?
Stop crying over spilt milk, Ellie. Besides, we already worked past our differences.
Stop trying to sway the topic. You didn't seem to show any fear when Kiki jump scared me. Why's that?
'Cause I was purposefully looking away from the screen to avoid getting scared.
Speak of the devil!
Looking away from the screen. Now that's pathetic beyond belief.
You've already said
and
that,
you
idiot.
went
Do not
how
ever
long
come at
without
me for
anybody
anything
knowing
ever
about
Shut the
again.
hell up!
You will
Oh,
forever
fuck
be
that
inferior
kind of
to me.
weakness
You can't even play
disgusts me
horror
to the
video
core,
games without needing a teddy
especially
bear
if
to
it's-
shut the hell up.
Look at all of you, bickering and arguing like children. It is never that deep. Eleanor hates horror games, Sabrina's scared of clowns, and Shadow's obsessed with Latinas.
What?
Who the fuck cares? Tell me who! End of the day, we are playing a video game, so get over yourselves and move on! Guys, I said move on, not sit in total silence.
I'm just pondering. I can't believe I acted so foolishly back there.
I cannot believe that I just got put in my place by a teenager.
I can't believe that Shadow's obsessed with Latinas.
Not obsessed. I just really love them.
Hey, that's A-okay. Everyone has their own preferences.
Wait until I introduce you to Skyla.
Ha! Wait till you meet Violet Evergreen.
Do you think Nimona counts?
I'd rather not try to answer that. We might unintentionally hit the boundaries of racism.
Not to worry, my comrades. Madam Sabrina shall redeem herself and get us through this stage.
You got this. I believe in you.
Yeah, come on, Sabrina.
Actually, I think I'd rather not do that. But whatever floats your boat.
There she goes again.
Oh, you immature,
Typical
simple-minded
Firemane.
imbecile.
Would it hurt to keep a clean mouth for one fucking video?
There's Kiki again.
What? What are you two complaining about?
You heard what I said. Your inability to refrain from making
Get
crude
lost
comments
already, you
every
dope.
moment.
Your quote-unquote out-of-pocketness.
I don't get it. What did I say that was out of pocket?
Is this you being foolish on purpose?
No, wait. It's actually a genuine question.
Correct, you are psychic. What did I say that was out of pocket? I mean, to me, all I really said was, I'd rather not do that, but whatever floats your boat. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Just a normal statement.
No lie there.
The key card. It was right there. And I missed it. Yes. I am ashamed of myself for not noticing this. It shall not happen again. We obviously meant the context you said it in, genius. No. You know who isn't a genius? You, past Sabrina. You are literally staring at the key card that is right there.
You made the context crude with the statement that you made.
Did I, though? Or was it you? Again, I didn't make anything. All I did was give a simple statement, and let you guys interpret it to your own liking. Cozy didn't interpret it in a crude manner, but you two did. So I must ask, who is really the out-of-pocket one here? Me? Or you guys?
This actually might be professional levels of gaslighting here.
I know, right? It's kind of messing with my head a little.
I could say the same for my statement, though. I made it, and you interpreted it as something crude, hence your reply.
That is only under the assumption that there's any crudeness to the situation at all. An assumption made by you, and not me. The statement I made is not inappropriate in general. But yours? It depends on what you make of it, grammar-wise. If you'd replied nothing like Cozy Glow, then there's nothing wrong. But you created your own twist to it. Hence why it is only you two who are the out-of-pocket ones in this situation.
Wow, I actually get where you're coming from
Holy
now.
she-nautic, you have actually pulled off a blinder, Eleanor.
As a former criminal mastermind, I really respect it.
A new and revolutionary method of being out of pocket where I don't actually have to say anything out of pocket.
What inspired this new philosophy? Was it a certain something that I said to you in a previous video? Something that you could have interpreted as anything at all?
Funnily enough, while it did scar me, it also was part of the inspiration. That and my parents asking me to say less wild shit on the channel for my little brother's sake. As if the little shit don't already speak like that on a daily as well.
That's pretty respectable, considering he's a younger.
Younger? He's fucking 18! That little Sorry, that little guy is old enough to be paying his own bills. Yet my parents still see him as a cocoa melon zombie. To be fair, I kinda see where they're coming from now, more than ever.
Where is this keycard?
They want to keep him from getting into big, scary trouble like I did once upon a time. I get that. But at the same time, he's already a grown-up. So treat his crusty ass like one.
Love how you're just outing him here on YouTube.
He's been abusing his pampering privileges for too long now. It's about damn time he got outed.
Despite your rather harsh words, I can tell that you still desire the best for him.
Well, of course, I love him to bits. No incest. We get on pretty well together. I'd move mountains and break rocks with my bare hooves for him. Heck, I'd take on a whole army of timber wolves if it meant ensuring his safety. I'll always look out for him, and he knows that. At least I hope he does.
Jackpot!
Let's go!
Keycard found!
That's what I'm talking about! Show us the money!
Sabrina triumphs!
Proper queen shit. Never in any doubt, Sabrina.
To think that it was just on the other table the whole entire time. Wonder how many times we might have missed it.
0 times. I'm too powerful and observant to miss something like that. I'd be kicking myself if I did, though. Well, I've got a whole lot of kicking to do tonight.
We've searched this area top to bottom and bottom to top. Still no keycard in sight.
Patience is key. With time, we will triumph once again. The music box.
That's not a good sound.
Gotta find it so we can wind it back up. Don't wake the baby, they say.
Eleanor, the screen is over here. Turn your head now.
Shut up, I sense danger, I act upon it.
Don't worry, I'm with you all the way. After all, getting scared is better with friends.
Very cheesy.
well, hello there,
oh my
sir.
fucking
Looking
shit,
fresh.
Sabrina, run,
Don't worry, I'm running.
Run like you never run! Don't let him touch us! I don't want to.
Oh my god, you're ugly!
Shame. The unit-long triumph streak comes to an end.
Post-jump scare thoughts from you two?
This one was pretty scary, but in a fun way. I actually loved it.
I still shat the bed, make no mistake. But while it was cheesy as hell, Cozy was right about getting scared being more fun with friends. It actually worked.
You come from a world powered purely by the magic of friendship. Of course it worked for you.
And now it's come full circle. Back to my turn.
As a heads-up, Shadow, the key card is not in the new section. It's actually back in one of the starting rooms.
Oh, swell. Thanks for the heads up. For once, all is not revealed straight after my turn.
Yeah, the cheeky scrub only decided to do it one turn earlier to my expense.
Hey, that just means that I'm nicer than Alice.
/S?
/S.
Questioning horror games is an aimless move, but why does this guy leave his car on?
He must really hate the environment.
Oh,
What?
Heilige Scheiße!
No way!
Look who's back,
It's Chester
everyone.
time,
Why
guys!
the fuck did he just teleport? That was so fucking goofy.
Oh, Chester, you crack me up too much.
That sound that played at the end sucked up all the seriousness from his supposed jump scare.
Right. I hope we're all done being happy now, because that's another obstacle in the road.
Edgy much?
Not to fear. Ellie Shea is here. I'll get us through this bit once and for all.
Once again, I admire the boldness.
Yeah, let's get it done, Eleanor!
You have been spooked out of existence by everyone here except Chester. What makes you so confident that you'll win this time?
2 words, woman. Plot and convenience.
That's 3 words, silly.
You know what I mean. Plot convenience. Look at the circumstances. It's pretty much written in the stars for me to win.
Please do not jinx yourself here.
My little sister in Christ. The only jinx I know used to be called powder. I will not fall victim to such a hoax, and absolutely nothing can possibly go wrong now. There's the key card. Now for the difficult part, getting to the door. Shut up, mama bitch. Ain't nobody got time for you. Easy shism.
That's fucking cold.
The most triumphant of victories.
I'm at an actual loss for words. You perfectly set yourself up for a jinx, but it never happened.
It's like the old family saying goes, the Firemanes will always prevail against the forces of evil.
How'd you even know where to find the key card in the first place?
Well, before joining you guys, as well as practicing how to quit the game as quickly as possible, I also looked up a guide for the game.
So would you know what to do for this part here?
Well, that's the funny part. I completely forgot everything else. So, I'm not really sure what to do here, but I think I... Oh, fuck me! Oops.
What?
Eleanor,
Ain't no
what the
way!
fuck?
How'd
You
you
are
shut
not
down the
serious?
entire PC?
Oh, perfect.
you
It's
kidding
fucking
me?
updating
You're
just for
having a holiday.
me.
Yo guys, how sick would it be if I got this on my very first attempt?
Very sick indeed, Rapidash.
Your cowardice actually makes me laugh at this point.
How's this for cowardice, Aegis?
Who's blasting
Oh,
our
you
boxes?
it's
Damn,
Emily.
Emily.
I knew
You
it
know
was
what
you,
to do.
Emily. Get me the hell out of here. I ain't trying to die today. Hell no!
Pedal to the metal!
Where do we even go?
Turny
That does
Page,
not matter, we just
Moises
run.
Gurney,
Run like the wind!
Pungent sauce!
What the hell are you even talking about anymore?
Like fuck I would know, Sabrina.
Well, don't just
Your
stand
shoes
there.
is
Get
right
those
there.
legs moving.
Slam the door on that bitch!
How long do we have to keep running for?
Forget about specifics, just run from the girl.
She's slow as hell. You got this
Fuck
in the
out
bag.
of the way, bookshelf! I'm not sure anymore. I might just run.
Is the coast clear?
I think it might be.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but you are incredible, Eleanor.
Without a shadow of a doubt. You showed Emily the real boss around here.
Did I? Hold on, let me pause. My heart rate is fucked. I'm not gonna lie. I was trembling like a little bitch back there.
You were very scared. I will not deny that. But you still got over the line in the end. You were unable to eliminate the fear, so you pushed through while knowing that you'd be scared. That takes real courage. There may be a little newfound respect from me for you.
Yeah, what Miss Yapalot said. You are absolutely terrified of horror games, but yet you still managed to achieve progress twice in a row. If we forget about the computer shutdown, of course.
Man, you guys are too nice. When you put it like that, it sounds monumental. I guess the Firemane philosophy still burns hot. We will always prevail against the forces of evil. This win's for you, Flo.
Does anything actually happen this hour?
Oh, if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure the guide said something about an hour of rest, so this must be it.
Well, then let's run down the time with a good old conversation. What did you guys get up to on Valentine's Day?
Nothing as usual.
What is a Valentine's Day?
I touched myself?
All about interpretation, huh?
I mean, she could have touched her head to bless herself. Or touched her mane to style it. Doesn't necessarily have to be crude, right?
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Great. And just like that, Eleanor has just given herself the license to say the most diabolical things known to man and get away with it 8 times out of 10.
You know, sometimes if you listen closely, you can actually hear my genius.
That is hella trippy. I might have to give it a shot.
No, you do not.
Nuh-uh.
No, you will
Cozy
not, young
Glow,
Pegasus.
don't you dare.
See what you did, Eleanor Firemane? Your immature ass is rubbing off on Cozy now.
My ass is not rubbing off anything except this goddamn chair.
How about we just stop talking before Ellie goes into overdrive mode?
Sounds like a plan.
Hey guys, I was about to say something out of the pockets, but I stopped myself. Does that count as character development?
Counts as whatever you want to interpret it as. Eleanor!
Geez, there must have been a grand total of about 2 whole brain cells in that interaction.
The clock has struck midnight. You children must be delirious.
Huh?
It's time for bed now.
In other words, that is enough for this session. Great progress has already been made.
I'm guessing from here on out it's going to be from 12 to 6 a.m. again.
Eleanor Firemane, thank you for playing with us today. You were so awesome to have around.
No problem, Cozy G. And a quick word of advice, do not let me rub off on you. Unless it's my so-called courage, I am not the best pony to look up to.
Yeah, I know, I'm not stupid. But at the same time, don't be too hard on yourself. You achieved a great thing today.
Things are looking up, but let us remember to not get ahead of ourselves. We still have 6 more hours to push past.
That means 6 new challenges. We've got to be on our A game from here on out. No more getting stuck on the same part for 24 hours.
Roger that, Captain!
Affirmative.
Music to my ears. Any last words from our guest?
What the fuck? Is this a threat? Are you trying to
Don't
kill
you
me?
dare be stupid
Surprise,
with me.
surprise,
Is it
Eleanor
every time
being
that
dumb
you can't
again.
comprehend
What
simple-
even
After
are
all
you
I've done for you,
anymore?
Golly, it really does seem like I'm the eldest in the group, doesn't it? Cue the outro if you please.
Next time, you black...
Dark Triad, it's time for the A game.
I foresee a future of victory ahead.
Thank golly the lights are on this time.
Ha.
Oh, come on!
Well, what did we expect? Wouldn't be Emily wants to play without 24/7 darkness.
And it's left Shadow with quite possibly the smuggest grin I've ever seen form on anyone's face.
How can you blame me? We've gone too long without darkness in this game. It's only right that it makes its deserved return.
Dude, we literally went 1 singular hour in the game without darkness.
Exactly. 1 hour. Too long.
What exactly must we do in this part, I wonder?
Hope it has something to do with turning on the lights.
Why? Is the flashlight not good enough for you?
Well, I'm not one to hurt feelings anymore, but... hello there, Maxwell Steele. Wanna be friends? Oh?
Looks like he did not want to be friends.
Slenderman must be fully locked in on his gym arc.
The so-called Sigma grind set. No time for friends.
Sounds like a carbon copy of a certain one of us, but I'm not naming any names.
Well, Yabba Dabba Doo, you've just spared my feelings. I might have cried a whole river if you hadn't.
Wait, Yabba Dabba Doo? Isn't that the name of that one singer who's kinda trending on Instagram?
Sounds fairly close enough to her name if you ask me.
Seems like we're playing hide and seek with these toys. Interesting twist.
I'm impressed you didn't shiver and quiver over the sight of your greatest fear, Sabrina.
We recently witnessed Eleanor Firemane struggle through facing her fears in this game. I will not allow myself to look worse than Eleanor Firemane at any cost.
Your hater energy is truly unmatched.
Come out wherever you are, my little dollies.
My little dollies, coming to a TV screen near you.
Starring none other than the dapper fella himself, Chester!
With all that running he does, you'd think he'd be able to find a better hiding spot.
I, for one, would not. The young ones are never good at hiding. It is almost impossible to even pretend that you cannot see them.
Hey, why are you side-eyeing me like that? Young ones refers to 5 and 6-year-olds, and in case you're still on season 8, I am way beyond that stage now, Missy.
You've made it further than Emily, at least.
Geez, if you get any darker than that, then Shadow might just enter La La Land.
Oh, please. As if the little demon child hasn't been trying to end our lives for 2 games straight. Forgive me if I struggle to sympathize with her.
Heck out of here, Kiki. I think she'd prefer the terms playing games over ending lives.
On the note of playing games and out of the wildest of curiosity, did any of you catch the Super Bowl a few weeks back?
No, who the hell do you think I am?
Well, I sure did, and what a crazy watch it was.
Ain't that the truth? Why can't you be as cool as Cozy, Sabrina?
Is that what I'm hearing? Then go on and tell me what was so special about this Super Bowl, my fellow swagalicious swag masters.
Of all the phrases to leave your mouth, I think that might be the worst.
Well, we can't miss out on the halftime show. Mr. Lamar really knows how to strut his stuff.
I say this every year, but in terms of the halftime shows that I've watched live, Michael Jackson's may be impossible to top. But Kendrick's was still quite all right. I guess I would have enjoyed it more if I actually cared about the lore behind some of the references made.
It's all to do with his recent feud with Drake. But after the whole Grammy shiz in the Super Bowl, I think the Kenners takes this one easy. Poor Drakey Wakey.
Drake would be the type of guy to call himself Drakey Wakey.
You're not wrong there.
Amid all the celebrity gossip, notice how you two are yet to mention a single thing about the actual game.
Oh.
Well, what much is there? Eagles dominated, young Cooper DeJean got a pick 6 on his 22nd birthday, and in the end, it's a satisfying victory.
I can't lie, I tuned out for like 70% of the actual game.
And who am I to be surprised? The Super Bowl is like 20% game and 153% commercials and concerts.
The math ain't mathing.
It's like that meme of, there is a YouTube video in the middle of your ads. That is why I don't watch it.
You don't watch sport in general.
What the heck do you even do, Sabrina?
Well, my job involves traumatizing and destroying the hopes and dreams of 10-year-olds by forcing my enslaved pets to obliterate and destroy their own.
Beautiful way to describe a Pokemon gym leader. Sounds like your dream job.
Greta shouting as loudly as humanly possible while trying to hide is comical levels of giving yourself away.
That's why you're still struggling to find her, right?
The young ones never seem to be good at seeking either.
Yeah, sure, Brinny. That's why I'm about to beat this on my first attempt, right? All I need to find now is... Weasel?
Great win as usual, but where was Weasel?
The large jack-in-the-box who wears missing textures? I didn't see him. But you might have luckily walked into him at the very start, without noticing.
Well, protest I shall not. Bring forth the next phase if you please, dear Emily. Hurry up and come on out, you silly Min-Mam-Tron mix. Oh, shoot!
That laugh again.
That's
Looks like your
Chester,
wish is
isn't
their
it?
command.
I
Hold
gotta
that
get away
shift
from
key
him.
and floor
Away
it.
I go.
The puppet boy shall not best us today.
Well, this is some peak gameplay here.
I am having so much fun.
Yeah, might want to speed up this part real quick, because it's gonna be a long one.
The greatest fail I have
come
ever
on!
witnessed in my life.
How the heck was I supposed
Speed
to know
this
that
part
Chester
up?
would be faster
You
than
have made a
us?
stupid nappy boo-boo out of yourself now.
Stop using dumb words, knucklehead!
Turns out the only thing needing speeding up is our character's legs.
Your problem is that you were running in an open area with no option to slow Chester down. It's all about efficiency. Now observe.
Oh, I'll be observing, all right?
Sabrina's about to show us how it's truly done here.
Doubt it! Watch her do something stupid in about 3 seconds.
The sooner you stop preying on my non-existent downfall, the sooner you can get good.
The sooner you
Shut
run into
it!
the
Oh my
wall!
God,
Shut your
Miss
stupid
Cozy.
little
What the hell
mouth,
did I
fiend.
say?
Let's just
Blah,
look.
blah, blah, blah,
Sabrina's
blah,
gonna have
blah.
a
I can't
bozo
hear
moment.
you.
Stop trying to capture the queen with a pawn, inferior! I am right once again!
Little Miss Beth Harmon thinks we forgot about her mega blunder literally 2 minutes ago.
Exactly! 2 minutes is all it took for your words to come crumbling down on you. You are bad, kid!
No, you! Exactly. There's no possible way for you to come back at me, Harmon.
Unfortunately, she's right. Once you get hit with a no you, you're pretty much dead meat.
No, you, Shadow!
Damn it,
Get
I got
wrecked,
hit with a
son.
no you no! Hey, do you guys think that this hour is just a Chester chase?
Well, it's been like that the last 2 times. And it's no different now.
Well, when it comes to speed, Chester is really outmatched here.
It is now Shadow's own turn to do a brain fart.
Enough with your negative karma, Sabrina. Need I remind you that the ultimate life form...
Hate to say I told you so.
Then don't say it.
I told you
Anyways,
so.
ignoring the pathetic gym leader over
What?
there, Chester seems to be pretty feisty this hour.
You're right, he's on a hot streak with us right now. Better call for backup before the streak gets any bigger. So you remember all the controls?
Shift to sprint, E to open doors, escape to pause, and F to flash. Easy peasy.
The hard part will be actually running away from Chester for 5 minutes straight.
Hello? I'm Sonic? Very much the fastest thing alive.
Yeah, right. We called you and you took a whole 2 seconds to get here.
Oh, don't go acting like your Heelys wouldn't have taken 3. Trust me, when it comes to speed, our little Chester buddy is really outmatched here.
Hey, that's exactly what Shadow said.
And that's what you get when you encounter a copycat.
Wow, haha, I am laughing so hard my ribs hurt. Is that the guy? Fudge!
Oh, God.
Gosh, I didn't know he was gonna jump scare me.
Well, it's a common cliched horror game. What did you expect?
I'm actually just going to forget that I ever saw that blunder, but only to save myself from the secondhand embarrassment.
Well, now that I know who I'm dealing with, I'm gonna win this thing so good that everybody will forget about that blunder. Show yourself, Chester. I'm ready for you.
Watch out, he's coming.
Ah!
Jesus
Oh, God, not
Christ!
again.
Shoot, I wasn't ready. That doesn't count.
Idiot, so you lied when you very blatantly said that you were ready.
What? When the heck did I say that? Show yourself, Chester. I'm ready for you. One more try for glory, people.
You got this. Best of luck, Sonic.
Oh, I won't be needing it.
Bro, no, you very much need it.
Why would you reject luck with your current track record? Are you stupid?
No, I just prefer to win things
Sabrina,
on my own
take a
accord.
good look at who you're asking that question
Shut
to.
the hell up! Quit talking over me, Mr. Mopey!
Lil Bro really just said, Mr. Mopey, you cannot get cornier than that.
Here we go.
Oh shoot, he's right behind me, isn't he?
Yes, indeed. Now
Wait,
let's
what did
get
you
ready.
just say?
Oh my
Are
God,
you
not another
kidding me?
corn on the cob.
This level
Do
of
you not
shame
realize
and
just how
idiocy is
stupid you
not
sound
going
saying
on
that?
Down, I'm trying to focus.
This is why I am better and faster than you.
That statement right there deserves jail time, Hedgehog. Insult me in any way you want, but do not declare yourself to be faster than
Shut
Sonic
up
the
and enter
Hedgehog.
the bathroom!
Dang it!
Ah, Sonic, you goon!
No, I don't.
You lost focus of the task at hand as usual, and you failed miserably for the 3rd time in a row.
Well, if you think you're so good, then by all means, be my guest, Edgelord.
Hand over that keyboard now. It would be an utmost honor to school you, blue tard.
What the hell is even going on?
It's called Cinema Cozy. Let's go pop some corn real quick.
Observe my mere copy, for this is how true speed looks like.
Knowing how slow you are, Chester could probably moonwalk his way to you.
You idiots do realize that our character's speed is already hard-coded, right? Your IRL speeds don't make a whiff of a difference.
It makes a world of a difference!
Jeez, okay. Turns out this rivalry is deeper than I thought.
It is very much sad, but I'm enjoying it, so I will do nothing to stop it.
Apologies for yelling at you, Cozy.
Hey, I was sorry first, just letting you know.
Acting like an immature child as usual.
The only immature child here is you! Ah! Nice speed there, eh, bucko?
The audacity to even speak words after letting out the most estrogen-fueled scream known to man.
Like you didn't scream like a pussy either. Also, you ran around like a headless chicken in open space with almost no areas to turn. Pure beginner move that got you killed.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Then go on ahead. Show me levels, blue hamster.
You asked for it, and unlike you, I always deliver.
Cozy and Sabrina, get ready to watch this absolute car crash of a performance.
My God, you are so obsessed with me. Zip it up when you're done down there, will ya?
Of course, you would be one to imply that you actually enjoy getting your schlong donged.
Something is seriously wrong with you, lab rat. How hard is it to say enjoy getting your dick?
Are you kidding me? This game is a bunch of baloney.
You opened the door and started walking. But go ahead, blame anybody but yourself, you narcissist.
I mean, when I'm as good as I am, how could I not be?
Typical Sonic response again. Such brazen behavior can only stem from the most cuckiest of souls. So pathetically predictable.
It's called a joke? Faker? J-O-K-E? You know what that is?
Of course I do. I've been watching this blue jester have all of his remaining dignity wiped away by a hand puppet.
You have literally been failing at this too, you stupid biznatch!
Biznatch!
Oh, the humanity!
That makes no sense. Bro, do you even know what humanity means?
Oh, I am like literally the pinnacle of humanity. Humanity is my middle name.
Miss me with that crap.
Why do you sound
You
like
wouldn't
that?
know humanity if it slapped the rings out of your feeble little face.
And what would you know about humanity, Edgy? Turning a blind eye and getting your panties in a twist over every single human you meet unless they're Maria Robotnik or they look like Maria Robotnik.
I don't know how much of a brute your world's shadow is, but I, for one, have progressed away from that phase. Hence the human over here, with whom I have developed a close bond.
Hi, I'm Sabrina.
And I wouldn't expect you to understand. Has there ever been one person in your life, just one that you truly loved and cared about with all your heart, who also shared the same sentiment?
You, baby girl.
Okay, what the fuck?
This new Sonic and Shadow the Hedgehog movie right here might just destroy the box office.
If there's any kissing scenes, do you think I should look away?
That is assuming that kissing is as far as it gets.
You guys seriously make me want to chop my ears off.
You're just after fueling the degenerates that actually ship the two of us.
Like you made things any better.
Sorry, man, I couldn't help it. Intrusive thoughts are very hard enemies to defeat.
Can't be any harder than Chester, apparently.
Seriously, this guy's a real pain in the butt.
At least you two have finally had a bite out of the humble pie.
Yeah, the struggling has been unreal, but I'm happy enough to just sit back and cheer on.
In a list of most difficult enemies, would Chester go higher up than Dr. Eggman?
My cravings for chili dogs would go higher up than that egghead.
Maybe back in the days it would be a serious conversation, but since then, he's massively dropped off.
Nah, he's always been a bonehead in my eyes. Every now and then it's a brand new master plan to conquer the world. And every single time it's the same old result.
For such a long time, I really didn't want to care about him. But his fat ass would always be trying to kill one thing or another. At least back then it was. But now, a complete joke.
Tell me about it. He is so fat, and his clothes are middy as hell.
Middy is even being nice. His attire would give blind people an eyesore to forget about.
Some rather kind words about Evo here.
You know, I actually think his fit is pretty dapper.
Hey, don't eye me like I'm some crazy psycho filly. Like I said, everyone has their own tastes.
Evil genius respects the fit of an evil genius, I see.
I'm sorry, but that's a foul level of disrespect to compare the two. Cozy eats the doctor up for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I think I'd need a bit more than breakfast, lunch, and dinner to eat that unit of a human being.
Human being is a stretch. That thing probably has its own gravitational pull. You could throw him out to space.
Oh,
no! God damn it, I was bawling for so long there.
You very much had the rhythm of the night, too.
Man, I was just running to my heart's content. I could have probably stopped a few times.
Quite a close one nonetheless. I thought you had it for sure there.
Well, we collected our intel and got all the info we need. It's up to you now, Shadow.
Trust that I will do everything in my power to make sure we get this dub. Now that we've settled ourselves back in, I would like to continue frying the Eggman.
Ah, yes, one of my favorite pastimes. Like, for real, though, he doesn't even seem like an enemy no more. Just an annoying big chungus who likes to get up in your face when you least expect it.
Like an even more annoying version of Team Rocket.
More Team Rocket propaganda? You'd think that those three chumps are the ones running this channel.
And I still stand by my earlier comment. Cozy Glow is much more of a genius than that bald fraud could ever dream of being. Exceptional intellect, potent personnel control, clever plans with great execution, and she knows how to get a crowd going.
Golly, I haven't received flowers like this in a long time. Thanks, Shadow.
Survival instincts could still use a bit of work, but they're getting there.
You know what? I accept that.
All in all, she's a great example of a genius. The doctor is just an egomaniacal man-child who likes to build robots, and I'm meant to believe that he has an IQ of 300.
No shot!
Bull!
300?
Something is not adding up here.
I mean, if I'm to give him just a teensy bit of compensation, he did cause quite a few doomsday-like disasters thanks to those robots.
Yeah, but he got stopped every single time, and he's still stupid. Makes you question the credibility of these IQ tests.
Very uncredible. Wait, is that even a real word?
It's just like modern-day football. People would rather judge based on numbers rather than watch the players for themselves.
Oh, here we go again. You with your eye test BS.
BS for what? Because I judge footballers with credibility? Because I use my own terms to form my own opinions rather than following the crowd?
Bro, this is literally just your copium to uphold the image of your Pookie Bear Eden Hazard.
Cap.
Admit it, he does not hold up to Big Mo Salah, especially with the incredible season he's having.
Yeah, camp up front the whole entire game and wait for your super team to transition the play for you in a way that leaves you in acres of space all the time. Wara. Incredible season that is.
Oh yeah, and the Burger King merchant is better because he dribbles more. Might as well give Adele Taarabt, Yannick Blassie, and Jeremy Doku the Golden Ball fellas.
There's a reason why Hazard is rated so highly compared to those guys. It's clearly not just useless dribbles. How woke does a sport have to become for people to be inventing such stupid phrases?
Like the utter woke nonsense meme. Look at how involved I am, guys.
Look, man, at the end of the day, you need to look and realize that goals and assists are what wins you games. And Mo isn't the Prem's 6th greatest goal scorer and 10th greatest assister for you to call him a bad player. He's a real GOAT now.
I get you, and I'm not trying to call him a bad player.
Yup, not
He's
at
become
all.
a master at his job, and I respect him for that.
Respect!
But goals and assists don't just generate from nowhere.
No, they don't.
You need to transition the ball from your goal and create those opportunities. And that's what Eden does best. He can receive the ball from deep and whoosh past 1, 2, 3, 4 players just like that.
Like magic!
Giving his team the attacking edge. Hazard doesn't need GA to have a good game, while Salah can have a terrible game and get 2 GA to cover up
Since
for
when
it.
was Shadow able to yap
They
this
are
hard?
two completely different players. What next? You're gonna tell me that Bruno Fernandes is a better player than Zinedine Zidane purely because he has more GA?
Wait a minute. You mean to tell me that our little Portuguese magician has more GA than Zidane? No way. We actually have a goat on our team.
You cannot be serious, dude. Then again, what do I expect from a guy whose club is rotting in 15?
Newsflash, buddy. It's called a bad spell. Bruno ain't getting any help from those two bums who play as our strikers.
Sonic, you know that I don't really care much about your health, but for your sake, stop supporting that washed-up club, or at the very least, open your eyes to what's going on. Your workers are being abused. You have mice infiltrating the fields.
Mice?
And you think that your strikers are truly terrible players when you've seen players like Rashford, Lingard, Sancho, Scotty McSauce, Spider-Wan, and even Anthony play like goats after leaving the club?
Fair point.
Correction. Anthony isn't playing like a goat, he is the goat.
Facts.
Wait, Cozy, you actually know about football?
Only the things Shadow has told me. Most important one being that Anthony is the greatest footballer of all time. Of course, there's also Mickey Mudrick, but I honestly think he comes in a close second to Anthony.
Only Mr. Aura himself can have such an influence.
Yep, truly one of the footballers of all
Oh
time.
my god, finally!
Holy
Victory
moly.
at
Let's
last!
go!
That was so painfully
Why did
boring,
that take
but it's
so long?
done. Chester left eating dust for a whole hour.
He couldn't handle the speed. You did it, Shadow.
We did it, Sonic. It was our combined efforts and teamwork that got us over the line.
Just goes to show once again that even frenemies can make a great team. Preferably if they're not planning on destroying the world.
Hey, that's just how we roll, Cozy Glow. 'Cause this Shadow over here is way more socially adept than the others.
And this Sonic is way less insufferable than the one from my world, without a doubt. Could this day possibly get any better?
Bro really thought he cooked something.
Not gonna lie, I was kinda expecting fate to...
Musical lights?
Oh my god, darkness again!
Yeah!
I see you two have finally finished with it.
Yep, got the job done in the end.
What were you doing the whole time, Sabrina?
Too much sport talk got me bored, so I moved a bit further back to play Pokemon Fire Red on my Game Boy, while devising a cunning plan.
Geekiest sentence I've ever heard, but who am I to judge? Anyways, thanks for your company here, Sonic. It was some great cinema.
Thank you guys for having me here, and the very best of luck. Godspeed, y'all.
Later, bro.
So what about this plan of yours is so cunning that we need to be made aware of it, Sabrina?
Oh, you'll just have to wait for the next part to see.
Oh, is it something huge?
It probably only matters to me, but we may be in for another entertainer.
Either way, I'm excited to see what's in store for us next.
With how well we're doing so far, it can only yield great results. 2 hours down, 4 more to go.
Sabrina, this does not look like Raid Shadow So this was Sabrina's grand plan all along, getting her so-called mortal enemy to suffer through the Emily show.
Correct you are, Cozy.
I just wonder how you fell for such a dumb little ploy like that.
They do not call her Lyra Brain Fartstrings for no reason.
Yeah, heavens forbid a pony is interested in spending time gaming with friends. And Sabrina, too.
Hey, do not see this as an attack. This is merely just an opportunity for growth.
Oh my gosh, that thing looks hideous. Keep it away from us. And how might this be an opportunity for growth? Please do tell, Sabrina.
You had yourself a good laugh at my expense from the events of the first game. I believe it is about time that you recognize the difference between just watching and actually playing the game.
Oh, I get it now. You're trying to get back at me for what I did to you in Mario Kart. You want to bring me back down to earth just so you can feel good about yourself again. Well, why didn't you say so earlier? I'd be more than happy to subvert your expectations and disappoint you yet again.
Don't you ever get tired of repeating the same old shit over and over again?
Well, what do you think, Sabrina? You think that after spending over a year of getting my ears blasted by a mouthy little bitch like you about how you're oh so much better than me at this game that I wouldn't return the favor after giving you a good old humbling?
So let me get this straight. You think that winning 2 out of what feels like over 1,000 races counts as a humbling and not just you being bad at the game? Wow, to think that I actually expected better from you, Heartstrings.
Well, that's your own fault for expecting. And besides, it eventually became about getting the win for my own sake and happiness. Your downfall was just the cherry on top of the cake. And I am not letting that cake go to waste. Dang, and I thought Sabrina was petty.
She's definitely met her match in that department, at least.
I'm not one to complain, but that was an insanely easy hour.
You're telling me? You barely even broke a sweat doing that.
Such an amazing growing experience for me, isn't it, Sabrina?
Shut up and wait your turn, dumbass.
Oh, what a beautiful feel. Gimme some more of that salt, baby! Stop looking at me like that, you know what I meant.
Looking at this whiteboard gives me a pretty good idea for what's in store for us this hour.
A good old dance with our favorite toy box.
Chester alone already proved to be difficult enough. This hour will be our first real test.
What do you mean by that? Are you seriously trying to undermine me and Sonic's grand achievement?
You two would have been done a lot quicker if you didn't spend 80% of it making out with each other.
Are you kidding me right
Sabrina
now?
getting butthurt over innocent bromance, what a shocker!
Nobody asked for your
turn around.
input, heart shit. This may be my ears playing tricks on me, but I could have sworn I heard a scream emit from your vocal cords, Lyra.
Well, in that case, just tell them to stop playing tricks on you then.
You have not even taken control of the keyboard once, yet you are already getting scared.
Nuh-uh, I didn't get scared. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, come on now, Lyra. There's no shame in admitting that you're scared of a horror game. That is literally its main purpose. And as I like to say, getting scared is better with friends.
Yeah, you know what? You're right, Cozy.
Aha! So you were scared.
Nah, that's
I
kinda
knew
crazy.
it. No, I was
LLL
not.
gets schooled,
I was just
scrub,
agreeing.
played by a tiny little kid.
Hey, shut your
Embarrassing,
hissy,
humiliating.
kissy little mouth, Sabrina.
Oh, not this
The
ugly
spawn of
thing
the devil
again.
returns.
I
She
am
ain't
going
ready
to beat
for
your
us.
head in and gouge your eyes out right here and right now, Kiki.
Why the sudden crash out, Brizzy? I thought you liked dolls.
My obsession with dolls is like your obsession with hands.
Hey,
old
don't you
news
dare
and
bring that up.
outdated.
Obsession with hands?
What's going on
Why
here?
the fuck are we in a rave party now?
Rave party?
Look, it's Tatters.
Tatters has joined the party.
I
Your
know what
favorite
this is.
character of all time.
Silence, horse. It's red light, green light. Very simple concept.
Interesting twist.
I've played these games before.
Jinx!
Lyra got there first, I believe.
Darn it, deadly!
How long do I have to keep going at this?
Till the clowns come honking home, duh.
Enough with your crappy jokes, Lyra. This is a serious situation.
It's just a clown, girl. What's the worst it could possibly be?
You three scream exactly the same.
Tatters really caught us off guard.
Well, looks like they made his jump scare less scary in this game. I am grateful for that, at least.
The devs must have heard your cries.
Actually, this game was made all the way back in December of 2017.
What the heck?
So there's no way they could have made any adjustments according to Sabrina's needs.
Who the hell told you to nerd out in my presence?
Chill out. Mama's just trying to have herself a bit of fun. Why you always gotta ruin all the fun, hun?
Hello, Moto.
Someone's phone's going off.
What is that goofy, ringtone?
Oh, apologies. That's mine. It's actually my daily alarm reminding me to torment Sabrina about her Mario Kart downfall. But I already did that, so it doesn't even matter.
An old ringtone is your alarm sound?
An alarm to tell you to mock your friend. You two have such an interesting dynamic. How did it even come to light in the first place?
Okay, so y'all know how much I used to love humans, right?
You still do. And quite a bit too much, I would say.
Shut up, hoe bag. Anywho, I went to the Kanto region as an utmost important part of my anthropology studies. And while in Saffron City, I see this cool-looking girl floating in midair while moving some random shit with her mind. If only you understood the euphoria that I felt from seeing a human with psychic powers.
She started fangirling over me, bringing out measuring tapes and strange devices around me. I could only respond by bursting out in laughter. And it was clear that the little humorless unicorn did not take that very well.
Damn right. Completely ruined my mood. She was acting all high and mighty, saying that I wasn't all that because she lives in a world full of creatures more interesting than me. So I told her that she was a major disappointment and that she was just as, if not, even more boring than all the other humans I had met at the time. And the little pick-me did not like that attack on her "I'm not like other humans" attitude.
We got competitive with each other, and the rest is history.
Got it. So TLDR, you two bonded over your disappointment of one another, ending up being the complete opposite of what you first pictured.
It's so stupid that it fits the two of you perfectly.
What do you mean by that, Shadow? Huh?
This Tatters guy really confuses me.
All right, reminiscing time is over.
Whoa.
Get on the fucking keyboard now, Lyra Heartstrings.
What?
It is your turn to play, and my turn to watch you suffer.
I hate you! Guys, I don't think I'm cut out for this.
Oh, sure you are, silly. You already know the controls, so now you just follow instructions.
Avoid the puppet, the clown, and the doll. It doesn't get any easier than that.
And stop trembling. It is going to prohibit optimal performance.
Shut up, I'm not trembling. But my stomach kinda hurts. I might need to go to the bathroom.
Miss me with that bull.
What's wrong? You eat too many hands before coming here?
Yes. Huh? Wait, I mean, no.
Wild.
It must have been something else, though.
Diagnosis? You're good enough to play then.
The fact that you just so casually brushed off the hand's comment raises a lot of questions for me.
Well, if that's the case, then I could always just stop playing and answer them for you if you... Nope, Sabrina's smiling like a bitch. I hate it. Screw it, I'm gonna own this shit.
That's the spirit. Now knock him
Let's go,
dead.
Heartstrings.
Ah!
There's
Oh my god, he just ran up on me.
Unpause the game. What are you doing?
Sorry, that's my mistake. Wait, why is it dark? Why the heck is it dark?
Flashlight, Lyra. Flashlight.
Okay, I got you.
This guy's been a real pain in the neck.
How do we even get rid of him?
I'm just gonna...
Oh,
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, in case you guys forgot, the whiteboard told us to tag tatters.
and so it did. I just saw the 3 names and kind of blurred out everything else.
You are super observant, Lyra.
I'm not super observant. You guys were just stupid. Especially Sabrina.
Why especially me?
I don't know, just because?
Reasoning masterclass from the
Oh my
blue-green
gosh,
pile
I don't
of crap.
like you. Get away from me.
Hope you like to run.
Because Chester be doing a whole lot of it.
Well, our character here clearly doesn't. Why the heck is he so slow?
It is a huge
Oh my
problem.
god!
Gosh, you were actually doing pretty well there.
A little iffy, but good enough for the first attempt. At least it was better than the last 2 guests.
Like, that's gonna make me feel better. Sabrina's just been given ammunition to serve her for the next year.
That watch was even better than I expected.
What are you gonna do now? You gonna clip it and jerk yourself to it every night?
Thankfully, I'm not as crude as you, so I will not be engaging in such devious acts.
And you'll be glad to know that I would never do something that shameless, either.
You were shameless enough to set up an alarm to remind yourself to poke fun at me.
Turn on the flashlight, Cozy. What are you doing?
Hey, just a good bit of fun. Don't get scared.
Oh, don't even bother yourself with that alarm. It's useless anyways. Few days after that Mario Kart fiasco, the joy I got from seeing your misery had already subdued, to the point where I would always forget to remind you about it. That's why I set up the alarm in the first place. Because even though I didn't get anything from making fun of you anymore, I still somehow felt that it was necessary to exact the pain that was inflicted on me from you before.
Oh. I was not aware of this motive shift. No wonder your text messages taunting me seemed very dry for a long time.
He is watching us? Quite sinister.
Interesting piece of lore. Looks like Emily truly is suffering.
I'm already trying to sympathize with Lyra Heartstrings. I am not making room for Emily just yet.
Yeah, just one is already too much hard work for you.
And you are not making it any easier right now.
Sorry about that. Well, there's not much else to say. I just don't really find much joy in taunting you for the Mario Kart shebang anymore. It's already far gone, and you haven't even piped up about it since.
Sounds like your empathy getting the better of you.
It's so annoying, though. Like, there have literally been many instances where some pony wrongs me so much and makes me feel like shit about myself. Then when I finally get my own back, I end up feeling bad for them, even though what I've done doesn't even compare to what they did to me. But it just makes me feel like shit about myself again.
Now that type of compassion is truly precious. Sure, it can be a bit of a nuisance, but as long as you don't let anyone get to your head in the first place, you'll be A-okay.
Shut up, Chester! We're talking here!
I guess the little Brody just wanted to be involved.
Firstly, if there's been any pony doing you wrong recently, then I will happily send them to the other side. And secondly, if a personality trait like that makes you the better person or pony by default, then I see no fault in it. In fact, I'm almost jealous of you because of it.
As you can see, we are clearly not experts in that field, so we unfortunately don't know all the right things to say. But I'll tell you this, if you ever feel like crap about yourself, just remember that you are Lyra Heartstrings.
Huh. Why does that unironically make me feel so much better about myself? Look, I apologize, guys. I didn't mean to try make you feel bad for me or anything, but I really appreciate your words of wisdom nonetheless.
Of course, anytime.
You can count on us.
What are friends for, after all?
You guys truly are amazing.
Who loves orange soda?
Cal loves orange soda.
Is it true?
I think it is. I don't even know who this Kel guy is. Are y'all okay?
She's too young to get the reference.
As expected. The legendary Keenan and Kel show.
Being young can be such a curse sometimes.
Oh, shut it, you bunch of oldies. How's that back pain holding out for you? You get that hip replacement surgery yet? Rent inflation got y'all tweaking nowadays, huh?
You enjoy your childhood as much as you still can. Once you get older, those things might be your problem, too.
Take from the 3 of us. With age comes wisdom, responsibilities, and maturity.
Heck was that? Sometimes I like to roll myself in a carpet and pretend that I'm a hot dog.
Take from the two of us. Lyra still seems to be developing her teeth.
Yeah, this coming from the girl who still says words like nappy boo-boo and poopy dick.
You ever hear of this wild concept called obvious satire?
You clearly haven't. That's why we're having this stupid-ass conversation in the first place. Sabrina, you suck.
Yeah, because I'm sure you're going to do a much better job than me.
Admittedly, I will not, because I've already had my turn. But it still doesn't change the fact that you're trash.
Sorry, what did I just hear? You thought that you would play only once and be done with it? No, you are actually playing with us today, Heartstrings.
I mean, if we're being real, that's a decision that's ultimately up to me to make. No pony's forcing me to do it.
Oh, so you're a coward?
A chicken?
A pussycat?
Because that's what it sounds like.
I didn't know you were this much of a pussycat.
Coward,
Pussycat, 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 pussycat.
What's new, pussycat? What's new, pussycat?
So, you maniacs done yet? She didn't buckle.
She don't fall for peer pressure. That is based as hell.
To be fair, Sabrina kinda sucked out all the seriousness when she broke out into song.
You're telling me that my little sing-song was less serious than you balking like a chicken?
That was some serious balking though, Cozy. If I were blind, I'd probably be fully convinced that you were a real chicken.
Why, thank you, Miss Heartstrings.
That is literally only because you are stupid, Lyra.
Well, if I was blind, I'd be convinced that Sabrina was in fact Sir Tom Jones himself.
Forget blindness. I wish I was deaf after hearing those atrocious vocal cord vibrations.
Don't lie to yourself. You know you loved my vocals.
No, I did not! Okay, maybe a little bit.
By golly, I ain't even know Sabrina could sing like that. You should start up a singing account on Instagram or something.
Oh, hell no! Anywhere but Instagram!
What, you think she'll get rage-baited like Beabadoobie did?
I could not care much about pointless hate from social media users even if I tried. And besides, Babadabadoo had it coming for falling for such weak rage bait.
That's cute and all, but I'm not talking about Miss Wop Bommaloo Boppa Lop Bomb Bomb. I'm talking about the app itself. It's racist, sexist, homophobic, and worst of all, it's got celebrities.
Oh, the horror of celebrities.
Celebrities are the worst part of that whole list?
At least you've clearly got your priorities straight.
Haha, straight funny.
I will admit that the comments can be quite a headache.
Well, of course they are. They're all just the same copy and pasted shit. Oh, guys like my comment so I can come back to this post. Wow, 30 seconds ago is crazy. OMG, the Shein gift card worked. Ooh, this page always makes me fucking laugh.
Ah, damn
it's
it.
literally
Shut
all
up and take
bots.
your turn.
Like, how does your mind not go, holy shit?
Shut your fat mouth up, blue shite. Shadow failed, so that means it's your turn to bat now.
Jeez, you don't have to shout about it. I'm literally right beside you.
We do yell quite a lot more than we should now that I think about it.
Some of us a lot more than others.
We all saw that last part. You ain't fooling anyone, pal.
You got this, Lyra. Just keep your composure and you'll be fine.
That is much easier said than done, but I'll try my best. Ah!
How very short-lived.
No, because what business does a box have in flying like that?
With that kind of leg power, I wouldn't be surprised if our character was competing in the Super Bowl soon.
Maybe this whole thing is Emily's ploy to get her favorite team to win the Super Bowl by taking out the opponent's best player.
Please, even Emily would know that the halftime show is the only thing that matters.
Finally, someone who speaks my language.
Oh, Barnacles, there he
Chester's
is. Time to skedaddle.
You know, maybe with all this running that we're doing, it could just be Emily, training us to be the very best.
Like no one ever was.
That's gotta be hooves down the greatest anime intro ever.
An intro that solos all. And I'm not just saying that because it's the only season I appeared in for 2 whole episodes.
Because you're irrelevant, Sabrina.
Of course, the background character thinks she can talk smack.
Well, while I don't particularly have a favorite intro, the Noragami second opening does get a real kick out of me.
That one is forever underrated. But the #1 spot for me has to be the Miraculous Ladybug intro.
A 3D animation that thinks it's an anime does not count.
Why not? It's got all the tropes required, like the overly dramatic shots, love triangles, absent parents, and the yandere main protagonist.
You know, it never did sit right with me that the main character, who everyone is supposed to look up to, managed to bag herself a boyfriend by stalking him to the moon and back while destroying everyone else who got in her path.
Let's not forget how she felt up his bedroom, sniffed his sheets, and actually harassed him too.
Jesus Christ, what kind of shows are you kids watching nowadays?
Oh, shit.
To avoid any shouts of double standards, if the guy really still linked with her after being SA'd, then he must be equally deranged.
You guys saw that, right? Tatters running straight through the garage door?
Trust me, we've seen a lot of bull from this game, so not much surprises us anymore.
That little freak show doll over there is the CEO of all BS in this
Whoa,
game.
Tatters back already?
That's strange.
Is he getting blocked by Kiki?
You've gotta be fucking kidding me. Where's the double teaming at?
And she just disappears into thin air.
Chester?
Whoa,
What?
Wait, what the
what
heck?
is going on?
Fucking kill her, you idiot! Why did he just run past you?
I don't know and I don't care. I've just been given a lifeline and I am not about to take it for granted.
Slick move, you spun him round the table.
Man, what the hell was that?
That was probably the weirdest sequence of events I've ever seen unfold in this game.
Of course, the only way that Lyra could survive for this long is by pure luck.
Whatever. You stay whining and I'll stay winning. I don't really understand the hate on Kiki when Chester
What?
has been the one giving you guys most of the troubles this game.
First of all, who the fuck is you guys? You're involved in his slaughtery as well. Second of all, since we're affiliated with you, we will probably refrain from executing you for such words of treason.
Her brokenness in the first game is what caused us days of insanity and other issues. Go and re-watch the final part of the first game if you really need a reminder.
I'll be the first to confess that I'm kinda split now. She was terrible the first game, but in this one, she hasn't been any trouble. Maybe she's changed for the better. And I'm a firm believer that every creature deserves a second chance.
Damn well, when you put it in that way, you actually make a good point, Cozy.
Chester, what the
Off
fuck?
he goes again.
Hello?
And I'm gone.
Is anybody home? That's fucking twice now that this bitch has just given you a free pass.
Let him free pass us all he wants, we're just here to win.
Yeah, quit your crying all the time. It's literally for the better.
I cannot believe that you are actually about to Mary Sue your way to victory.
Looks like somebody's mad about my pro skills. That's okay. Not all of us are capable of putting little Slappy in his place.
Looks like Miss Stay Humble is in need of a little slappy on her face.
Part of me really wants to slap you for saying that corny-ass shit, but another part of me thinks that it was actually slick as hell.
What even is this game anymore? Chester runs right past us and Tatters keeps trying to go inside Kiki. Surprisingly, she's the only non-broken character here.
April Fools must have arrived early this year.
Again, if it helps me to win, then I don't care. Why are you guys silent? Say something so I won't be scared.
If there's nothing to say, then there's no reason to speak.
If I see you get fluky again, I'm gonna blow all my fuses.
I'm surprised you
Yeah,
haven't
Tatters
already.
has gone inside
I knew
Kiki
this game
again.
was gonna tweak again. Like, look at
that's
Chester.
actually
Look at these
crude.
three
I'm
little
actually
retards.
deceased. What?
Why are they standing inside of each
Dude,
other?
don't make me
Is the
laugh.
concept of
Oh, she's
intelligence
hugging
one that
him.
invokes fear in your minds? Those stupid!
All right, come along now, Tatters. Go about your business as usual.
Go and wash yourself up after that dumbass, stupid-ass, cock-sucking motherfucking orgy! What is
Okay,
wrong
she's
with
really
you?
crashing out
Letting
now.
my
Go
mortal
fix her.
enemy
Restrain her.
sneak
Stop
away
the
with a
recording.
purple
And there goes Kiki.
I am so glad that they fixed her in this game.
Don't get too comfortable just yet. Remember, it was the final hour where she started to become a
Oh
headache.
gosh, everyone's here. But it doesn't matter
Yeah,
because
another
we
one down
baby.
and another one bites the dust.
Take that, you wretched dolls!
Kudos to you, Lyra. A very fortunate but just as triumphant victory indeed.
10-4, Space Cadet.
Ha ha ha! Sabrina's got her head in a fishbowl.
It was Mr. Ultimate Lifeform's stupid idea. Apparently to make sure I don't lose my head again.
Can't you just take it off with your telekinesis or something?
Well, after my crazy crash out fueled by preying on Lyra's downfall, I think I deserve to have my dome trapped in this dome.
Besides, even if she wanted to remove it, she can't. I put an aura of darkness around it, and as far as type advantages go, psychic powers should have no effect.
How is that somehow not the dumbest thing I've heard today?
Hey, you should be grateful that we were fortunate enough to find a bowl big enough to fit your wham-ass head.
And we'll definitely be needing a whole-ass aquarium to fit yours, because it's literally 5 times bigger than mine, you hypocrite!
Careful not to lose your head again, Briz. What the hell did I just walk out to?
From what I saw on the board, it seems like a game of freeze tag.
Oh, so we are the ones doing the chasing now.
May the luck of the Lyrish be on your side yet again.
Yeah, I may be out of my depth for this one, guys. Why the fuck is Chester so fast?
Hurry up.
He should not be this fast for his size.
You were right, he is more of a nuisance this game, but at least he kills us fair and square.
Gotcha, you little rascal. Now, stay put, okay? I don't think you know who you are. I am not here to be fucked with. Comprende?
I don't think you know who you are is definitely one of the quotes to have ever been said.
Guys, I'm running out of time. What do I do?
Step on it now.
Hit the nitrous, Heartsy!
If you don't tag them all, then you're trash.
Shut the hecking fart up, bullhead. Great, now I'm frozen again. I'm never gonna get it done on time.
Never say never. It ain't over till it's over.
I've tagged like 3 people and Emily untagged them all. And that clock doesn't sound very good.
It sounds even worse
fudge
now. Time's
crapsicles.
almost
I'm
out.
not gonna make it.
Shut up and just tag them already.
No, Sabrina, I was just gonna go piss on the ceiling.
If you don't tag them all, then you're gay! Shit, no I can't! I will not allow myself to Wait a minute, I am already gay. Ah!
No better character to send you to your doom than Kiki the Leaky Sheiky herself.
That spawn from heck put a wreck on my neck because I haven't had whiplash that bad in years. Why they gotta make her so scary?
I still have to commend your efforts. You've put on quite a brave showing out there.
I mean, it was extremely luck-driven, but thanks anyways, Briz.
Not to worry, pals. I'll destroy these plastic abominations and tag them to death.
To death would be beautiful, Cozy.
Oh yeah, I'll just take this thing off real quick. I think you've calmed yourself down enough now.
Yay, I can finally be acquainted with the world around me again.
And you can watch the Cozy G cook in 4K. Talk about Pop Goes the Weasel, right?
Max just walked past, so you still gotta pop him too.
Don't fret. He won't get away from me. Got him!
Get wrecked, son.
Just 5 more to go.
Truth hurts, Ronald, but all that food from McDonald's didn't do you justice.
Absolutely violated.
Not today, Greta. Hope you enjoy watching me cook the rest of your friends. Oh, wait.
Sheesh, Cozy ain't taking no prisoners.
That's gonna leave a burn. Just the usual for the mama bitch
If
doll.
Weasel's moving again, it must mean that Emily's around.
And there she is, getting cock-blocked by Kiki. Where have we seen that before?
Geez, she's done that so many times today. You actually think that she went further than not bullying us anymore and is actually trying to help us?
Now a story like that would really tug on my heartstrings.
Little Miss Cobb leaves some corn for the rest of us.
Party poo-pair.
Also, don't go counting her antics out just yet. Remember, the final hour is where all hell breaks loose.
Well, if Kiki's current behavior remains the same, then... You know what? I'm not gonna say anything. I think we've had enough jinxies this series. Heavens forbid we jinx the finale again. Ha! Bitch!
Damn!
Let's go!
I'm the animatronic now.
Oh, you
How
just
about
got
them
served.
apples?
You are an absolute genius, Cozy Glow.
I know I am, and so are you.
You ate, devoured, and left absolutely no crumbs.
Yeah!
Slay that shit, girl.
The greatest animatronic that ever was. Your expertise has led us on to the final hour.
My sincerest gratitude for all your praises. But this is not the final hour.
Oh wait, it isn't? I must have been mistaken this whole time.
It actually goes up to 7 a.m. This hour right now is hide and seek once again.
Turn on the lights, be loud, move around a lot, and stand in the way. With a winky face.
That must mean that we are now doing the hiding. And judging by the wink, we must do the opposite of what Emily says.
Or maybe the wink is just her trying to flirt with us.
Let us hope that is not the case. And just stand here for the next 5 minutes. Wait, I was supposed to turn off the lights, right?
Yeah, oh, damn. Definitely we're meant to turn off the lights.
You must have hurt her bad because she stormed in with pure vengeance.
Now that it's my turn, I know exactly what to do. Oh, wherefore art thou, warehouse?
Ha, of course. Our favorite room in the game.
This little place over here got us the Chester victory, and it seems as though it might do the same again.
So we're just gonna perch ourselves in the corner and hope for the best?
Given that turning off the lights is an essential part of survival, we should be in the clear.
Great, then all we gotta do is run down the clock again.
Pick up 4 again, nerd.
Oh,
God
fuck's sake, this
damn.
is the second +4 you've hit me with. You're actually a cheater.
When you're the best Uno player in history, everyone thinks you're a cheater.
That's why I already fucking won, right?
You only won
You
because
are
of the
not
greatest
character
stroke of
giving you
luck
big
in
again.
history.
2+4 cards.
I don't
Are you
remember
sure
asking for your
you haven't been
input,
touched by a
Pirate
leprechaun before
very
this?
embarrassing.
Cozy Glow, pick your cards the fuck up.
Screw that shit, I'm challenging.
Hello?
You definitely
You're still
have
not
a
done
yellow
getting
in your
annihilated by
pile,
me.
dirty
Get to
scum.
picking.
Show us the fucking yellow.
Accept your fate, for it is not avoidable,
Oh,
fiend.
look, the hour's up. Guess we'll have to end the game there. How unfortunate.
This game continues to give me bullshit of the highest order. Fuck you, stupid box.
Poor Box ain't even involved, and it's still catching strays.
Nothing is safe when Sabrina starts shooting all over the place. Not even Sabrina herself.
Well, I hope you save that energy for the final dance, because we'll probably need it.
That is true. We need to prepare as much as possible for the end game.
Can't believe how close we are to completing this entire series.
Only one more hour to go. Lyra, thank you so much for being such a great guest and helping us through the game.
It is my utmost pleasure, Cozy.
Oh yeah, and thanks once again for being such a good friend to me for a long time too. I know it's not easy to trust me at all, but I'm just so glad that you were the first to do so.
Sure, no probs at all. It's so nice to see how much you've grown and changed over the past few years. Just keep doing what you're doing, and every pony will come around soon enough.
I bid thee farewell, my mortal enemy.
Oh, I'm not going anywhere, sister. We still have a game of Uno to finish, right?
Actually, I spilled all the cards so we wouldn't have to finish it, Lo.
What?
Calm as you like. Then we'll just start another game.
Cozy, are you stupid?
I am very
You were
smart,
about to be
actually.
discombobulated
And
by
you
me,
would
and you
know.
chickened out.
You were not about to win
You
that. Anyways,
absolute
thank you guys for
pussycat.
watching, and we'll see you next time.
I won that
Bye.
game, and you
Peace
know
out.
it.
Hello? Your pizza's here.
From the depths of hell and a delivery gone awry, a brutal fiend named Emily lurks by. A girl undead and oh so bitter as she torments us alongside her critters. With Chester and Tatters, a pair so creepy, but none of them being as tyrannical as Kiki, whose evil antics drove us insane and left us dreading the second game.
Inside of our apartment, a mess unwrapped. Behind its hideous doors, we were trapped. We knew it would take more than just us three, and with the help of Alice, we were finally set free. Off to fulfill our sandwich chores, ghostly activities awaited past the doors. There we meet Greta. Her stage was a breeze, her blindness her burden as we triumph with ease.
Maxwell Steele put us through our paces as the rest of the gang finally showed their faces. Emily appeared and the situation was dire, but alas, she was blazed by L-fire. An hour's rest saw the darkness return, a game of hide and seek with little concern, followed by a chase with the puppet animatronic, a job so easy, almost too easy, for Shadow and Sonic.
Musical lights, an hour to forget. We snoozed our way through without breaking a sweat. A dance with the OG squad galore. They must have forgot that
I've played these games before!
An excess of difficulty, which Lyra disregarded. Her aura so bright the three became mentally challenged. But with a game of tag, her luck ran out, so Cozy Glow showed us what it's all about.
Hide and seek, but the roles were reversed, and Emily had our number at first. But the second try we found the fix, and passed the time till the clock struck 6.
All our greatest fears we shall transcend as this great nightmare comes to an end. So sit back, relax, and please do stay for the ultimate finale of Emily Wants to Play.
Guys, I just want to say, we cooked so hard.
My golly,
Oh
we
my
did!
God, we
That was an
absolutely
absolute
destroyed.
masterpiece
Cooked,
in poetry
fried,
and literature
chef,
alike.
flambéed, all of the above.
Take notes, Shakespeare.
That little plagiarizer wishes he could write as good as us.
Gosh, I completely forgot just how much fun poetry can be. Such an underrated art form.
And we showed it off in its purest greatness. Harper Quaver better edit that shit well when the video comes out.
I'll back her to do us justice on that any day of the week.
All right. I believe that we have exerted enough self-praise to keep our morals at great heights for this hour. It is now time to lock the hell in.
No matter what happens, we've got to stay strong and persevere through all obstacles.
Love the elite mentality. Remind us what our objective is again, Cozy.
We have to wander around the building and find Emily a total of 3 times, while avoiding everyone else.
At least there's a set amount of times that we need to find her. On the contrary, we must deal with 6 enemies now.
And here's 2 or 3 enemies to start off with.
At least Kiki's blocking Tatters again.
No head loss from me this time.
Well, of course, because this time it benefits you and not your mortal enemy.
Seriously, you were not wrong. It really seems as though this doll has joined our side. She's been more of a help than a burden.
I'll still keep Shadow's word and not let it drop my guard.
Not really the best place to go into when Weasel's chasing you.
I'll juke him, spin him around the table,
Oh, that's
then
clean.
close the door,
What a move!
clean as you
Let's
like.
go! One idiot's ankle's
wrecked on
broken and
Shrek,
5 more to
M9.
go.
3
Oh hell,
fast
there's
fives.
Chester,
Oh, damn.
that's not good.
Oh, God damn it!
Curses. I lost my composure after successfully evading Mr. Missing Textures.
Happens to the best of us. It was a slick move.
Best course of action would be to stop Weasel's music box as soon as it starts jingling. I'll be sure to keep mind of that for this turn.
Oh wow, you're already on a head start. Just 2 more seeks to go.
Which sounds rather easy when you exclude the other 6 foes trying to slow you down.
Good thing they're included. I like myself a good challenge.
You following the same path Sabrina took?
Might as well, as it gives a good connection to the rooms that Emily can spawn in.
Another round of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star?
I best go find that music box now.
It's right
Damn.
up ahead.
Darn it, Chester again. He seems to be popping up at terrible times.
At least now we know where to find the music box if it appears in that section again.
Use our accumulated information and give us a performance of a lifetime, Ms. Cozy Glow.
Geez, I've noticed you guys have just brushed off both losses like it was nothing.
That's what happens when you're fully in the zone.
Nearing 100% levels of flow state. We will not be taking any chances with our sanities again.
Good call. I wouldn't want to go Loco Roco again either. Position set, lights out, and away we go again.
There's a rook on the loose, and it is about to devour these mere pawns.
It's honestly so funny how linked I am to chess when I don't even like playing it in the first place.
That never did sit right with
Wait,
me.
you don't like playing chess? What the hell is your mark even about then?
Well, from my experiences and understanding, I'd say it probably just symbolizes control and manipulation. He wants me to kill you? Okay, now I'm kind of starting to feel bad for Emily.
Hey, don't lose focus of the task at hand.
You can go and throw your pity parties for her once you find her 2 more times.
Right now, I'm better off throwing a search party for this music box.
That thing always seems to be out of sight and out of mind.
There it is! Turn the heck off right now, biznatch!
That is going to give us a major boost for this run.
Why in the world is it still jingling? Never mind, it must have been a bug.
A bug so foolish to think that it can play mind tricks on the likes of us.
What a fool. Does it not possess the knowledge that my mind can move objects without external forces?
Or that my body can withstand traveling at light speed levels?
Or that we are both capable of transcending the confines of time and space?
Man, I love being powerful.
Well, golly, to the G to the W-I-Z. Could you maybe have made it a bit more obvious?
If I did, then you would have gotten a little pissed off, giving us a bit of teenage attitude, and we wouldn't want that now, would we?
Oh, why
And especially when you're supposed to be focused on finding Waldo quickly so we can get out of here.
Well, Greta Thunberg over here almost killed me because you two were doing anything but helping me focus.
Do not go playing the blame game, Missy. You were the one who got involved
let's settle down. We mustn't forget what we're here for. The absolute worst thing we can do at this stage is drive ourselves insane.
Roger that, Commander. Eyes and ears are now fully focused on the game.
I will admit I was not doing us any favors there. Right now, I want nothing more than to be done with all of this.
Wait, you do?
So I will refrain from being a burden any longer.
Oh.
Good call. We don't know how long it'll take, but it's the final obstacle in our journey that we must overcome.
No problem. I'll try my very best to get us over the line, I guess. Emily must be in this next room. I can feel it.
Moment of truth? What?
Hopes and dreams have been shattered.
Strange. I could have sworn I checked all the possible rooms.
You don't think she went back to the construction room again?
That's a good possibility. We may need to head back there.
Once we're done dealing with this time waster,
Oh, shoot,
Dang it, I
Weasel's
forgot
back
to
again.
find the box the second time.
Just keep calm and get to the construction room. ASAP!
I heard Greta
going.
Cozy
Up
slow
ahead.
down now. Oh, come on.
Damn it, we were so close!
Those two made a cozy sandwich out of me. I don't think there was anything that I could do.
Yeah, not your fault. You did what you could do. This is definitely very winnable.
That's one time around the turntable. Here's to greater fortunes this round.
So Bron James is going to be ultra-focused for
Say
this.
what now?
So I think it's safe for me to ask about your hatred for chess again.
Oh, yeah, that. Thing is, I don't necessarily hate it. I'm a fan of making IRL chess analogies and whatnot, but playing it does get very tiring after a while. Since I'm no pro player, a lot of times I'm stalling for like a minute or two trying to predict every possible scenario for like the next 8 turns while my opponent does the same. Always leads us to a never-ending circle. I'd much rather be a control master in the real world where all possible moves are pretty much unlimited and therefore I can get more creative.
Freshly brewed yappuccino. I like
Hey!
it. Anyways, that's interesting to note because I suspected that you would have been in a state of confusion considering that the control aspect of your powers have been suppressed.
Well, you're half right. I'm still good at having that element of control, but I try to stop it as much as possible so I don't end up doing anything stupid again. But despite that, it always seems to happen unintentionally. I guess that's why I'm practically still locked up here.
Guys, I believe I might have done an oopsie daisy.
Unlucky, kiddo. You'll get him next time.
I don't know, I'm kind of hoping that with Shadow's expertise that there will not be a next time for me.
That was an unfortunately quick failure. What did we say about staying focused on the task at hand?
I guess I hadn't prepared myself to be called Sabron James. The internal laughter took most, if not all, of my focus away.
Sabrina hitting slam dunks on the court is something that I would pay an embarrassing amount of money to watch.
Damn it, I was expecting Emily to appear right in front of us again.
Well, if it's a challenge that she wants to give us, then we will humbly accept it.
Expect the unexpected and unexpect the spected. Impossible to go wrong.
Don't forget about the shells she sells by the seashore.
Happy Pony picked a pluck of prickly pluff nuggets.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers.
Annie Apple awoke and accidentally ate an auburn azalea.
Bright bubbly Bulbasaur blocked a bold blip bug.
Rubber baby buggy bumpers.
Tack a stack on stack a tack a 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 tack a stack on stack a tack a. Ah! Something is seriously wrong with us.
Absolutely nothing wrong with having a good bit of fun, hun.
This is usually the part where little Shadow Boy tells us to shut up or face his wrath. But strangely enough, he seems to have resisted buckling.
He's locked in so hard that he finally developed a resistance to us going insano.
This premise in general always seems to make me go insano. Thankfully, it'll all be over soon once we beat this game.
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute, you're acting like you don't go cuckoo over every single game you play.
I don't.
You're not slick here, Sabrizzy.
Yes, I am, Kozer. In the fact that I can keep a level head when I play any standard single-player game, and multiplayer games may invoke some anger or strong emotions in me. But no game series has tested my mental state like this one. I literally had to wear a damn fishbowl on my head. It is that bad.
I choose to believe that you have definitely experienced severe head loss in many other games, but you do you, buddy.
We meet again, Slender Man.
Not so slender anymore, it seems.
This just brings back memories of Eleanor philosophizing with us while outing her brother at the same time.
Let's not forget skill quitting the game faster than the speed of light when all she had to do was let Max walk into her.
I didn't even get to see it because I looked away for like a nanosecond. It was hella funny to watch back in the actual video.
That's the second time you found Emily, isn't it?
Correctamundo. I'm at the same stage Cozy got up to. Now it's all about seeking Emily one last time.
Pesky music box in sight.
Not even gonna give him the time of day.
You've been doing a super job, Shadow. Just keep focused, and we'll keep offering you moral support in the background.
Emily surely has to be in the conference and training room.
We may be just a few feet away from a triumphant victory.
Please, Emily, if you're in the conference room, I'm gonna give you a big kiss.
I think I will take a hard pass on showcasing that kind of affection on a zombie.
Ah, come on. She should have been in here.
And pop goes the weasel. Danger levels rise once again.
It shall not get the better of us at any cost. That is a pledge.
If you run far enough, he won't be a problem, so just try the other room.
Yes. Maybe now we are but a few steps away from winning it all. Give it to us, baby.
It seems like every time you say that, we stray even further away from winning.
Do not fool yourself into thinking that my positive affirmations are leading us to misfortune.
There's no way they could. Emily stays in the same place at all times. It's not like she's gonna teleport away every time she hears words of positivity.
Sounds like something the old Sabrina would do.
With the emphasis on old. I'm proud to see how much you've grown, my child.
Turning off that music box never gets old.
I hope you cherish that one because it will be the final time we ever have to turn it off.
I've checked every possible room. What else is there to do?
The conference room.
What about it?
Go back to it and check it more in depth. There's a good chance we completely missed her.
Another masterstroke of genius by Cozy
Could
G?
this be the moment of truth?
Oh my god, she was
Holy
to the
shit,
fucking
Cozy
left
Glow,
of
you're
the
a
room!
genius, you're a genius, you're a genius! The hour's over, right?
Hell yeah, it's done!
Yes!
It's all
Greatness,
over!
power,
It's
triumph!
all over!
What an
It's
incredible way to
all
kill off
over!
the final dance!
Inject it some more, baby!
Put it up fucking top, squad!
Yeah!
Such a solid, clean as hell victory!
And a solid, clean as hell dap to do it justice.
Hallelujah! Can I get a yes, sir, up in this bitch?
Can you ever?
Yes, sir!
Victory has never tasted so good.
I'll admit that this hour was pretty short-lived compared to what I expected, but that's what happens when you lock into the max.
This feeling is so unbeatable. We make such a good team. Oh, and can't forget to shout out Alice, Eleanor, Sonic, and Lyra for helping us to make this glorious moment possible.
And just as much to our wonderful viewers who helped us get through when they could.
The flashlight tip for Max saved us from so much further embarrassment.
The whole Murphy's Law thing, or whatever it's called, was an actual game changer. We went the whole hour without tempting a jinx and beat it in just 5 attempts.
Spoke too soon?
This ain't the same hour, buddy. It don't count.
Well, I don't think I ordered a house fire. How do we get out now?
Big brain moment from the ultimate life form.
Your A+ survival instincts tell you to do that?
Oh, I seem to be suffering from amnesia. You two wouldn't mind reminding me who won the final hour for us again?
Oh, so now it's an individual
your brain
effort.
fart and move
Go
on.
ahead and gatekeep your accolades then, Mr. I like walking into fire.
On second thought, forgive me for my ignorance. Now watch this masterclass in escaping a building on fire. And that's how it's done, fast and efficient.
My ass! That was the fucking slowest escape I have ever witnessed.
I could have watched the Snow White movie 6 times in the time it took you to get out.
Hypothetically speaking, why would you even watch it in the first place? You deserve much better than that, Cozy.
Dolls came to life and attacked. Well, no shit they did, Sherlock.
The central evidence office at the edge of town burned down this morning. Emily's doing, of course. A local sandwich delivery guy reported the incident to the police. That delivery guy would be us. He claims that during his
You are
delivery...
not reading this whole thing, are you?
Why, what's the matter?
Well, for one, you are reading it slower than a slowpoke. And secondly, you are doing ad-libs in the middle of it, too.
Come on, it's all necessary for the viewers and myself to get full clarity.
They can just pause it and read for themselves.
But...
We've wasted enough time as it is, so let's just get this over with. We've got places to be.
Fine then, we'll skip it.
Now they think he's crazy too. I told him I wasn't crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm gonna go back to that house. I'm gonna figure this out for myself.
I'm assuming that was our character from the first game.
Lil Brody says he's not crazy with a wall like that.
Forget the wall. He said he's going back to the place where he almost got murdered to figure it out for himself. There is nothing to figure out, you idiot.
Actually, there is something to figure out now that you mention it.
Oh? And what may that be?
The end of the article said to come back for a secret at 11 p.m. If we go to 10:30, then we can find it.
So we're gonna be wasting even more time trying to find this secret?
Don't worry, I did my research so I can get us to it.
And here we are meeting up with Emily again.
Are we gonna give her a golden apple and weakness potion to cure her of her undead state?
That's a happy ending I'd love. But the secret actually lies within the vents that Emily emerges from.
Damn. All right, I had no idea that something like this was right in front of us.
What is the purpose of this? Does it lead to a secret room of hidden files or something?
Nope. It actually leads to a secret room of hidden files.
Well, how foolish of me for guessing something so outlandish. Thanks for correcting the error of my ways.
And here I was thinking that this vent had no end.
An insane amount of moving makes you realize just how difficult it is to be an imposter.
Whoa, this place has got a crap ton of files.
They've just been hiding all the secrets of these paranormal activities under this building.
Not only that, but it also contains readable news articles talking about a cholera outbreak, puppet masters, and a burnt-down circus. They're basically the origins of Kiki, Chester, and Tatters.
And here I was thinking it was just a simple cliched horror game series. Even our biggest enemies have backstories to them.
All right, we've had recess, reading, and history. Is it home time yet?
We should probably have a look at the other articles before leaving.
Yeah, that's a bit too long now. I think one is okay.
We can read it another time. Let us head back to the main menu.
And we can finally be done with this wretched game. Great. And of course, there's somehow another secret.
After opening up Pandora's box, would you mind also telling us Victoria's secret?
Unfortunately, I am unable, but this one's just as interesting. If you go to the start of the game and turn off the power for a whole minute, it unlocks a secret ending.
So now we just wait until the Toreador March starts to play, and Freddy Fredbear stuffs us into one of his suits.
Then after that, there's an extra ending cutscene, as well as the speedrun mode, which we could probably
Cozy
take one
Glow.
turn...
I'm sorry, but we are not doing anything else after this.
Your heart tells me that this is more than just a matter of finding all the game's secrets.
Yeah, you called my bluff. I'm sorry for wasting you guys' time. Thing is, as strange as it sounds, you two are genuinely one of the best things that has ever happened to me. And after finishing the first game and going such a long time staying locked up in here without doing anything with you guys,
I really started hurting. I thought the only way we'd be able to spend quality time together again would be to play the second one. And it was such a beautiful experience. But up until now, I never thought about the fact that it was all about to come to an end, and I might have to go even longer without seeing you again. I just want to make sure that I don't end up hurting as much as before.
So that's why you kept stalling us with extra things to do. You want to make the most of these moments together, knowing that it's the final part of this game series.
Cozy, you really do not need to hurt yourself like that. If you ever wanted to game, hang out, or even just talk to us here, all you had to do is hit one or both of us up. We would be more than happy to spend more time with you.
I know that, but you guys are grown-ups. You already have your own things to do, and I don't want to be the one to get in the way of things unless it's for something important.
Cozy, trust me when I say this, but not everything we do together has to be for the sake of a YouTube video. Spending time together away from the cameras is just as important, and you'd be surprised at just how well Sabrina and I are able to manage time. Literally, all it takes is one message, and we will be here within 5 seconds.
All of our hearts are connected in more ways than you can even imagine. Even after spending time apart from each other, look at how our chemistry became light years better than it ever was before. But we don't have to go that long anymore. We can even go beyond this house, even if all of your guards and supervisors have to follow us all the way through.
Really? You'd actually be willing to go through such lengths just so we can hang out together?
See, I was actually planning for us to go out to celebrate our victory. I was just unsure about how limited your movement was. But that's why I wanted to end quickly so everything wouldn't close. And we can spend as much time possible just having a good bit of fun.
Bro, please, I need nothing more than to de-stress myself after playing this game. It was such an emotional roller coaster.
It was still miles better than the first one. It looks much cleaner. And best of all, it's more balanced. Admittedly, the final hour was pretty short-lived, but at least it was actually fair to the point where you actually feel accomplished after beating it.
If it was anything like the original, I would say all of our heads would be in fish
Hell,
bowls.
I'm already going mad just thinking about it. My head cannot comprehend the capacity
Another
of
head
this
loss is
foolishness.
inbound.
Holy crap,
I
I think
repeat,
I'm
another
losing air.
Sabrina
Someone
head
get
loss
me a
is inbound. Something
defibrillator.
else. Cozy glow.
The ultimate
Please,
life
let us
form
all
is
go out
about
together,
to
or I might actually implode right in front of you.
explode.
All right, guys, settle down. You're starting to get more emotional than me. In that case, then, I'd love for us to go out and celebrate our victory, even if the guards have to watch us the whole time.
Trust me, when we are out having the time of our lives, all your worries will go away. You can take my word for it.
You guys truly are the best.
Of fucking course we are. I mean, what other competition is there?
Friendship dynamics should not be viewed as a competition, in my opinion. But the best ice cream cone maker? Now that is one I would knock you all out of the park with.
Oh, trust me, you are not beating me in that.
Out of curiosity, what was the extra cutscene that we didn't see about?
I'd probably be able to tell you if Sabrina wasn't hugging me so hard I feel like I might suffocate.
I've been doing so for the last 3 minutes. Do not stop me now.
Well, it basically shows the puppet master, the guy who controls everything. He tells Emily that she can't go out anymore and that they are all one.
Ha ha! That is exactly what you're doing to us now, Cozy G.
Wait,
Of course it all makes sense. Your secrets have been told, fiend.
All just jokes, Cozy.
Honestly, I would never forgive myself if I was ever that shameless again.
Man, we've been so deep in our feels that I forgot that we were still recording.
Let us hope our viewers will be able to tolerate such an emotional overload.
To anyone still watching, I am so sorry for getting all sappy and wasting time off the video. I promise it wasn't meant to be this long.
Nearly every other part was lengthier than it needed to be, so I guess it is not so bad.
If we're being real, this entire series was lengthier than it needed to be. Pretty much 2 months when we theoretically could have done it in one sitting if we really wanted to. Could be a learning point for any other game we decide to play together for a video again. But at least we got to spend a lot of time together. And I think, with all that said, this is officially the end of the Emily Wants to Play series as a whole. Farewell, Max, Weasel, and Greta.
Goodbye, Chester Tatters and Kiki.
And finally, so long, Emily Withers. You never really were that chair.
We are one.